Hi everybody, welcome to the
Hello.
Cursed stream.
Okay, there we go. Now they can hear my voice, they can hear you guys. Hopefully we're good to go. Hi everybody, it's your boy Upgraded Moon. Welcome to the stream this Sunday. You're back for another artsy fartsy party night. I have some lovely people here today. We're gonna be doing stuff like, you know, drawing and arts and farts and parts and all that fun stuff. We're gonna start from the top of the line. Let's go with Kristen. Say hello.
Hi everybody.
We got Fred Boat. Say hi. Good job. We got
Hello, hello.
we also have Jojo. Jojo is at the very top. They have a little
Hi everyone, I'm drawing.
JoJo's always at the top in my heart.
Jojo's always at the top.
I'm hurt.
You're also at the top. I'll admit it's a very large plateau where you all are placed.
And then you got me, Upgraded Moon, at the very bottom.
You shut the fuck up.
No,
You are
no,
up high
no,
just
no,
like
not
everyone
what I meant.
else.
Not what I meant. I just mean on the list.
You meant on the list.
No, on the list.
I will
I wasn't
fight
ragging on myself. Not this time.
Not this time specifically.
you. You get back up on that pedestal where you belong, fucker.
Sorry.
Mister.
Anyway, so, our artists for tonight are Jojo, Kristen, and Dingles. I don't know if we're going in that order or not. We'll just have to see. Well, our first artist is Jojo. Jojo, what are you working on?
I am working on a school project. So this character, her name is Cleo, and this character, his name is Bree. She's a witch, and she is a rat girl who helps her with potions and stuff. They're making a potion, but spoiler alert, it's this girl's birthday, and they're making an instant birthday cake potion,
Oh my
and
God.
she doesn't know about it.
Fun.
Oh my God. I don't know why I'm crying in
And-
the club right now.
One of the ingredients is phoenix saliva, and that's what they're doing right now. So I'm gonna be drawing them collecting phoenix spit from her mentor
Goody.
spitting it. Yum! It's to help with raising the flour. I get whatever spice. It's to help light the candles. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Right
sure. I gotta say, really, isn't any recipe basically just a spell for a cake?
Yeah. You right.
Which in that
I
case, I'd be a
never-
little concerned about, like, spit being in a cake.
It's. Hey, listen. We take cow water.
I mean, that's true, you do have a point.
Yeah.
Cow water.
Don't say
cow water.
That's awful.
Sticky
I hate
nut
that.
juice.
I don't-
No. That's where the line is drawn. Stop
No.
it.
It's just peanut butter.
No, you take your sticky nut juice and keep it away from my stream.
It's me, you're right, though, that is what it is!
You're so happy. It makes me so happy.
Oh my god! All this time, I've hated that phrase so much, and in this instant, it was just life's changed.
A little. So how about that sports ball, guys?
Yeah, sports ball. That's a
love
thing
sports
that
ball.
people
My
like.
bracket got completely ruined, so nobody's even paying attention to it anymore. Fuck it.
What bracket? What happened?
Sports.
Sports.
Oh.
I'm sorry for your loss.
God.
No, the current
March
top.
Madness was bullshit this year.
No, I'm joking.
Fuck. Your lemon squares are dry.
Yes, lemon squid.
Your lemon squid are dry.
Karen.
God, that was a night.
See, I don't really know any people who actually. That's not true. I know some people that really care about sports, but very few. I have this nerdy lawyer friend who just out of fucking nowhere, he was just like, "So I'm a baseball guy now? I just like baseball?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just do now. It's the perfect game for me. It's so slow and involves analytics and numbers
Huh.
when you're talking about it." And I'm like, "Okay, sure."
What an interesting thing.
He's right, you
Patrick's
know.
a very interesting person.
Tell Patrick I said I love him and appreciate him.
Oh man, I have tales about Patrick. He's a friend of Ethan's. I'm about to tell you guys one of the greatest stories I have about Patrick, and there are many very good stories about Patrick. Patrick
It's Tiger Lily Part 2!
No,
Tiger
it's
Lily
not.
Part 2!
No, I think I know what story she might be about
Oh
to
yes,
tell.
I told you this story already. It's a very good story. Okay, so Ethan and Patrick knew each other in high school, which I'm aware makes this sound like it's another What's Up Tiger Lily preamble, but I swear to God it is not. Ethan and Patrick knew each other in high school, and in high school, for whatever reason, they got into this. They had this class like. They had these classes that were like, you know, a couple hours after each other. So, and they both sat at the same desk. So what they'd do is they'd basically leave notes defaming each other on this desk, and this just kept escalating over the course of the year, and they kept playing pranks on each other. So, once upon a time, at the very end of their last year, Ethan was in the school play.
Oh.
And so Patrick was told, okay, if you go to the school play and write, like, a review of it, you'll get extra credit. So Patrick goes and sees the play, but because he has this thing going on with Ethan, in his paper, he just writes this thing that's this big, overdramatic, over-the-top, just utter defamation of Ethan's character.
Oh my god.
The teacher read this, and he gave Patrick negative points.
Oh
my god! Now, that's funny, but what makes it hilarious, what makes it mean that Ethan won, had the greatest thing happen of all time, is these negative points are the reason that Patrick was salutarian of his class and not valedictorian.
Oh no!
And he has no regret.
He regrets nothing.
Wow! Oh! Oh my
It's so
gosh!
good.
No! No!
Yes. Right? Good shit.
God, imagine losing valedictorian just so you can be a petty bitch.
Right?
Oh my god!
That's amazing, and at the same time, I'm like, oh no, you know.
There are other great stories, like, so my friend Patrick has been to Japan several times, and one time, like, his friends were all gonna go off and do, like, some things that he wasn't super interested in, so he decided to go, like, to a bar by himself. So he did so, and he met this lady who spoke English pretty well, and they were talking, and then suddenly there was a band playing. And the band, for whatever reason, picked him out of the crowd because he was the only fucking white guy there, and suddenly he was on stage, a part of the show for this random Japanese band in a bar. They threw him into the crowd, and he crowd surfed. Patrick is not a crowd surfing man. Yeah, so that's a thing that can happen to you, I guess, if you're Patrick.
Why is Patrick, like, the star of his own movie going on right now? He's like...
He literally though.
This shit sounds like a fucking Adam Sandler comedy. Like that's
There are other
Seinfeld.
stories, but sadly I
That's
can't
Seinfeld.
tell other stories.
Oh.
Because he's a lawyer, so I get to hear a lot of lawyer stories of, like, utterly ridiculous clients he's had. That's been an adventure.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, but I cannot tell those stories, regrettably.
I wonder
He's
what
a-
it must
he's-
be like to be a lawyer for Florida Man.
Oh god, right?
To think of all the shit that Florida Man's done.
You must get a lot of work in Florida as a lawyer.
I would imagine so, yeah. Cause there's so much weird shit going on, you know? Like it's
We just saw a thing today about a Florida man being killed by a bird.
dude got fucking
Oh my
domed.
god.
Yeah,
I hate
you know.
hands. I hate them.
I love drawing hands.
I love drawing hands realistically, which is weird, because, like, drawing realistic hands from, like, using my own hands as a reference is really relaxing. It's just, like, but drawing hands like this? No!
Oh my.
Like, I was gonna say, Kristen, everybody's not in hand paradise like you.
Not everyone can have good hands, Kristen.
Sure you can. Just do it.
Extraordinary! Your words of advice have completely unfucked my entire situation.
Sure, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go run to the Olympics. Just cause, you know, just fucking do it.
Just do that.
I'm gonna go sign up, embarrass myself in live TV in front of fucking everyone. Just cause Miss Trzynski told me to. Just go run to the Olympics. You're fine.
They don't let you on live TV until after you.
You know, you don't have to hurt me like this.
You didn't have to do him like that.
You don't have to hurt me.
But it's an option. Why would I not take it? Like,
You know, he's
Right.
right, you know.
Yeah. Everyone takes the opportunity to give a jab at Moon, don't you? Huh? You just want to hurt me, don't you?
you're
On
not
my-
special, sweetie.
On my goddamn
Whoa!
stream! I didn't say I was. I am as average gets.
No, you're beautiful. Y'all,
I'm
never mind.
average.
Terrible. I'm sorry.
Just gonna fucking lay into me on my stream. It's gonna hurt me. Matter of fact,
This is
fuck it.
like-
Just
Alright, I'm about to
invite the
if it's
entire
being-
Discord. No, I'm kidding. I'm just.
I mean, if we're being mean to Moon, are you fucking ready? Here it comes. I'm preparing a real crusher. You ready?
I don't know. I might not be able to hear it. You're a little too far down there. That's. It's a little.
I think you're great, and I would give you a hug if I could.
Oh no! I thought you were gonna roast me. I thought you were gonna roast me. I'm so sorry.
She was.
I thought she was about to roast me. No,
I'll
Kristen.
just hug your legs.
No. I told you no.
You see what you're doing, Moon?
No. I did a bad thing.
All I wanted to do was give you love.
I did a bad thing. Call the
Yes,
police. Call the police. Call 911. I'm an
sorry.
evil man.
Someone call for the Coast Guard!
Someone
Police.
call.
I just
Oh,
witnessed
shit.
the murder of a child.
Someone.
How could this happen to me?
I just witnessed a murder suicide.
Oh my god. Hello, police.
Hello?
Yeah, what's your problem?
There's been an
I just witnessed a
accident.
murder.
I just witnessed a murder. A murder that I caused.
We're dispatching a unit immediately.
Be fast.
Please hurt me.
Please hurry.
Does his hand
I just-
look okay?
Yes.
That's a good looking hand.
Good
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, is Split in the chat?
Split. I don't see Split in the chat.
I
Where is
don't
he?
think so.
Everybody keeps saying hi,
Split
Split, and I'm
Guardian.
just.
Split Guardian, get your butt in here, sir.
No, I had a sign up sheet.
He is not here.
Don't you do this.
I'm sorry, you're right. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he's not. That's weird.
He's-
Oh, Florida man. Wait,
Ah, okay.
Oh!
no. We say
Wow.
Split Guardians here. We jump the 33 viewers.
God.
Oh, people were like hi Split because they thought that I was Split with the fucking voice changer. That wasn't a voice changer. That was. Oh wait, hold on.
That wasn't a voice changer, that was just me. Haha, fuck.
Anyway, that was my Split impression. Thank you for coming to my
Split
TED
Guardian equals Moon?
Talk. Just upgraded Split. That was a perfect opportunity for upgraded Guardian or Split Moon. No, upgraded Guardian sounds better. If you're gonna like fusion ha
does.
them.
I don't
Heckin'
have a
Moon
name
Moon.
for
Heckin'
Moon
Moon
Moon.
God.
fucking heckin' Moon Moon. God dang it, Moon Moon.
Fucking Moon
I don't have a name for her mentor yet. And I don't...
Moon. Beavis said spoon.
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 What do you guys think I should call him? I wanted to call him Merlin, but that'd be too
Call him Spoon.
over.
Call him Spoon.
Master Spoon.
Master Spoon. Mm. I sell spoons
that's-
and spoon accessories and aluminum spoons. I sell iron spoons, stainless steel spoons, and lots of spoons. I sell lots of spoons. Mm.
You sell a lot of spoons, sir.
I sell A shit amount of spoons? You want to buy some fucking spoons?
Oh, let's buy your magic spoons.
Oh, you better buy some spoons. You gotta buy some spoons? You want to get some spoons? I can sell you some spoons.
You know, kids, circles are hard. Don't bother with circles. Just start with squares. Squares are valid in my eyes.
Let me tell you what, this music is bopping. Ooh, really gets my spoons rattling.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Wizard Spoon is now. I identify with him too hard.
That's fair, I guess.
Probably because he's only.
Change your name now.
Probably because he's only like a couple steps away from Rules Card.
I was listening and I wasn't gonna say it. I was just like, did you slip into rules there at some point?
Because the thing is, my Rules Card voice is my old man voice, so it's like that's.
Well, now when I hear that thing you did with rules,
It is I.
I'm just gonna hear
Get
one
your
where he's
fucking spoons.
the one where he's driving and stuff. Now when I hear that, I'm just gonna hear this man. I'm just gonna hear him.
I'm sorry, the one where he's driving and stuff?
What?
I never learned how to drive. Oh,
remember-
they don't. Nobody else knows about that. I prefer to keep it that way because that one's fucked up. That one's a fucked up
You're
one.
right. I'm sorry.
It was bad. But yeah, that's. I never learned how to drive. I just hopped into a car one day and I turned a little key and I thought it was shiny and I took it. Turns out you can't drive without a key. I should have learned about that before going on the highway. You walk into Rules shop, every item is replaced with a spoon. Spoons. I'm sorry, Dingles. What were you saying?
I want chili now. What?
Guess
Yes, one of the Bro Dingles staples.
I haven't had chili. No, I had chili like a while ago, but it had been like a couple months since I'd had chili before that.
Yeah, okay.
Get you some.
You sound like you don't believe.
I don't. I choose. In my mind, you are always eating chili and/or burrito at all times. It's burrito time, Kristen. Again?
Listen, my family has this really bad habit, and I've noticed this since I was a kid, where they will pick a favorite food and only really eat that food for like a couple months. For my grandmother, she had to have a Snickers bar every day. And then my mom, yeah, she had to have a Snickers bar every day. And then it was specifically Eddie's Rocky Road ice cream. She would have to eat a bowl every day or she would feel like incomplete. And like my mom, the candy hot tamales, she had to eat one every day. She had to eat a box every day.
Incredibly valid.
Yeah. It's like everybody in my family at some point, it's mostly my mom and my grandma, but they have a food where they just need to eat it. Like it's kind of, and then it became coffee for a while, and she was like, you know what, that's probably the worst one I've had so far. I really need to. I've really got to get this under control. Because she would go get a frappuccino slash whatever other kind. Most likely it was a frappuccino.
Frappes
She would
are
go
good.
get one every day, and like she had like a gym coach. Like he's basically my uncle slash godfather slash uncle, and we would see him, and he one day was just like, you gotta stop drinking so much coffee, ma'am. And she's just like, listen, I can stop whenever I want. So she leaves her coffee on the desk, and he sits there and he stares at it. He doesn't do anything, he just stares at it. She comes back, she knocks the entire thing over, and he's just like, I told you not to buy coffee today, and you decided to make. Now you just wasted your money.
Fuck.
And every time he sees her now, if he sees her with coffee, he'll say, "You're gonna drop it. You're gonna." No, I'm not. You're gonna drop it.
God, that's evil.
Amazing. I went through I go through periods of my life where I like will be really attached to certain foods and then just get over it and never want it ever again. Like when I was a kid, when I was like in high school, like I hated grilled cheese, and then one day out of fucking nowhere I loved grilled cheese. I loved grilled cheese more than anything. I would come home from school and I'd just make myself a fucking grilled cheese sandwich every fucking day. And then like after like 6 months of this, I just woke up and I was like, I hate grilled cheese now. Over.
I really hope that's not me with vanilla Coke.
You know, here's the thing.
Might
If that
just
does
be.
happen, then you'll find something else that you love. And there will be things that will stay forever. Like, I have loved popcorn my entire life, and that will never change, because popcorn's the greatest.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Life lesson today.
Fun fact, today is the 3-year anniversary of Man on the Internet. Woo! Yeah, we hit 3 years. Holy shit!
Is that why Alex posted this very heartfelt thing yesterday? I couldn't tell because right afterwards he talked about Homestuck, so I couldn't.
How heartfelt was it, really?
It was very heartfelt.
If it was interrupted by Homestuck.
No, it was 4:13. Listen, it was very heartfelt, and then he finished, and then like in the last thing he said, oh yeah, and it's also the anniversary of that like one thing that.
That thing that you all like.
Yeah, cause Toby Fox was talking about Homestuck yesterday because he was saying that he never would have
Made
he never would have
Undertale.
made
without it.
Undertale. He never would have started doing music. Period. He never would have started doing music seriously. Like what I thought Alex was doing, because I didn't know it was the anniversary, was talking about that train reaction. Whereas Undertale the musical wouldn't exist if if Homestuck didn't exist,
Gosh,
which is a wild thought.
that's kind of terrifying, honestly.
Yeah. We would not
Well,
know
like,
each
think
other.
about it. Astro Boy wouldn't exist if Donald Duck didn't exist. A lot of cartoons, and which means Sailor Moon wouldn't have existed. If Sailor Moon wouldn't have existed, most of the cartoons we watch right now wouldn't exist in the way that they exist. It's one of
That's
those where like
really
your art
scary.
makes other art exist. Like if Flapjack wouldn't have existed, the age of cartoons we just went through would not have happened
Yeah.
because they all worked together on Flapjack.
Flapjack
is a
was
legend, and I love.
magical.
Flapjack was my actual childhood. I came home, got a bowl of cereal and a little cup of whipped cream, just whipped cream, and sat at the TV and watched Flapjack.
Just
That was the life.
a cup of whipped cream, just nothing else in
Just
it.
a plain cup of whipped. Nope, nothing. Just
no,
whipped cream.
no sprinkles or anything. Just
Nope.
whipped cream.
I was very picky. I did not like sprinkles.
You know, sprinkles the texture kind of gets in the way, so
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah, I don't like sprinkles.
It depends on
I like
what
how
I'm
they
having it
look.
with.
Yeah, they're pretty. They just don't taste good.
I had to
think
learn
it
how to
tastes
eat
fine.
sprinkles. Just like, because I liked how they looked so much that I would still get them on my ice cream.
Mhm.
So I had to learn how to eat them. And what I learned is you try not to eat them. You just you let them be in your mouth and then you
You just let them be
They're like
in your
these
mouth.
sugary pills. They're like very tiny cavity pills.
They just
Really
kind of
tiny.
happen. I don't know. I'm cool with sprinkles just because like whenever I get the sprinkles, it's like they just kind of happen. I don't really notice them happen. I just kind of happen. Whatever that means. Take that as you will.
Sprinkles just kind of happen. You heard it here first, folks.
Sprinkles just kind of happen. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Put that in the wiki.
Put that in the wiki right fucking now. Sprinkles, they just happen.
That sketch lady.
They're talking about who has and has not read Homestuck in the chat. And I'm kind of like, I think we're in this weird generation right now where it's not weird to have not read Homestuck, but like to not know it existed at all is a little weird.
Yeah.
I
If
I
you're on
never
the
read
internet a lot.
Homestuck. Like I tried to start reading it and I couldn't get into it. It was just
The beginning is very hard to get into for everyone.
Oh, okay, that's
It's in-
understandable.
Yeah, that's literally one of its staples, is that it's hard to get into in the first chapter. I noticed this because, okay, I found MS Paint Adventures by accident. Because my computer didn't have MS Paint, so I wanted to see if I could like re-download MS Paint for whatever reason. I don't remember why I didn't have MS Paint. So I looked it up, and the first thing that came up was MS Paint Adventure. So I click it. This is so far in the past that Problem Sleuth was still the thing on the front page because Homestuck hadn't blown up yet.
Oh!
Because it was still in the first chapter.
Oh my god.
Oh!
So I find it, I go through the thing, I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. Hi, I'm in elementary school. And so I go through it and I'm just like, okay, this is weird. So I stop. But then I started using this thing called
Dingles?
Oh my god!
Dingles?
He's dead!
and,
Oh my god!
uh,
Homestuck gods came and killed him.
what happened?
You
You
died.
started using this thing called, and
You
then
just
you just
got
vanished.
Oh, Tagaki E. Thing called Tagaki E. Kristen, do you remember that at all, or did you never
Tagaki
use
E
it?
sounds familiar, but I never used it.
Okay, Tagaki E was a thing where was an online oyakaki board where it's like you
Oh,
can draw.
yeah.
It's but so I started seeing this character there on DeviantArt. I started seeing this character who's purple with big horns and big curly hair, and I'm like, who the heck is this? So eventually I'm like, I gotta figure out where this thing is from. So it puts me on mspaintadventures.com, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? And I try to start from the beginning, and suddenly it floods back to me like, oh my god, I read this before. And then I couldn't get through it that time either. So then that stopped. And then but then what happened is like some crazy stuff happened and all this new thing, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try Homestuck again. So I get to a random page and I see this character that looks kind of like the one that I remember, but he wears green. That's kind of weird. So I read from there, and that's how I learned. And then I'm just like, you know what, I am interested now, reading from there. So I start from the beginning and I go to Act 6 where I was, and I'm reading those simultaneously, and everybody's like, don't do that, you'll be confused. And I'm like, yeah, but no. So I ended up falling in love with the kids in Act 6 before I met the kids in Act 1 very well. And basically I read Homestuck out of order.
Oh no.
You monster.
Which I'm perfectly happy with, because I probably wouldn't have gotten into it if I would have tried to keep starting from the beginning.
Mhm.
And I actually don't remember a lot of whatever the trolls get introduced. I don't remember a lot of it because I'm kind of like, unlike most people, the trolls weren't my favorite part. It's like Vriska Circuit is just me, and like a lot of people would be like, oh no, that means you're a terrible person. I'm like, yes, you're right. No, I just love Vriska Circuit because she was me a lot in middle school and high school. So it's one of those like, so even though I'm not like the most into Homestuck ever, I did have a Homestuck period, and I would wait for the updates. And I had like a little update thing that would tell me when there was an update. I'd go to class. My first class was Japanese in the mornings, so I had like the most weeby thing possible. My friend would sit at her desk and slap the desk and be like, "Did you read the Homestuck update?"
Just
Emoji.
Yeah, but it's yeah. So Homestuck is a very complicated thing with me. I don't think it ever. That's a lie. My first time I ever wrote lyrics to an instrumental thing, because I didn't know people did that at the time, was for Homestuck. But at the time I wouldn't say the F word, which is stupid because I was trying to do a character from Homestuck, and they say the F word a lot, especially the character I picked. Especially the character I picked. So it's one of those. I don't know. It's weird how much Homestuck has simultaneously been in my life and not been in my life. Like, it's not one of the fandoms where I'd be like, this shaped me as a person. But it is one of the ones where it did shape some of my friends as people. So...
that's valid.
No, that's completely valid. I remember... this is gonna be really freaking dumb, but I remember when I was about 11 years old, not a long time ago, where is that layer? There it is. I was on YouTube, and I discovered. This is when I also discovered comic dubs. It was a Homestuck comic. I had no idea who this gray character with nubby horns was, and he was just screaming about a he was screaming about a hairdryer because he thought it was John using a gun. And I was like, wow, that's a really cute character. I'm gonna steal it.
Oh.
I was one of those kids. I was a really shitty kid.
Ugh.
I was also just discovering art, so I didn't know very much about character design, so cut me some slack.
If you're a little kid, I don't blame you so much.
Yeah.
The children haven't learned. When you're an adult and you do that, you are the worst.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was in elementary school because I specifically remember drawing that in the lunchroom.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, I was 11.
I'm 11.
Octopimp
I'm 11.
Actually-
Shut the fuck up.
did. Fuck. Okay, Octopimp stuff actually did affect me.
It was Octopimp! It was Octopimp!
People thought Octopimp was hussy. Let's put it that way. They thought he was the creator of the damn comic because of how popular he was in the fan.
No.
But like the stuff that he made, that let me know that comic dubs exist. So that's why I started doing them at some point. That let me know that that comics could be like a thing that people could do. And I wanted to be a better voice actor because of Octopimp.
No, honestly, same. Keep going.
It's like, and then he started doing art, and then people started, but he started doing art, and I was like, oh god, I really like your art too, because he had this cool like paper cutout style, and it's like
Yeah.
whoever did his art for him before that also changed my art style because I tried to match it, and I don't remember their name, and I feel bad.
No.
You're valid.
God.
You're so fucking valid. But,
God.
it's funny that we got inspired by the same people. That looks
God.
weird. Does that look weird? Does that make him look like a vulture?
I don't know what it's supposed to look like, so I can't really.
It's a phoenix.
It doesn't look like a vulture to me.
I
It
got
does?
It doesn't.
Okay.
my inspiration from some guy who was animating on Flipnote Hatena a long time ago on the DSi.
Flipnote Hatena?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was like
I miss Flipnote.
it was like there's this guy and his name was Meowing Carrot, and yeah, I know although he was
That's
actually
adorable.
he was kind of cool. He was a cool dude. I was like 12 and I was like fanboying over this guy who just like drew stuff on Flipnote, and he had stuff on YouTube, and so I was like, yeah, I'll check out his YouTube, and then like there's like a bunch of more like content that he did that wasn't on Flipnote, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And he hasn't been active on his channel in years, and a part of me is like really sad because I'm like, I wonder what he's doing right now. I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing
Aw.
okay. And then I started doing 3D Minecraft animations, which was totally like way off the mark of like anything that he would do. So it was weird, but it was fun. And now
And you do it really freaking well.
now I just do kind of Minecraft animations where I'm trying to avoid looking like Minecraft animations. And a part of me also is just saying, fuck it, just squares
Just
can
do
be people
Minecraft
too.
animations. Fuck it.
Minecraft is kind of becoming a trend again. It kind of is.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
true.
very happy. I'm really happy because
amazing.
I just recently bought Minecraft again and I love it.
Yeah, it makes me happy because I could probably start animating that again and just throwing that up to the people. And I kind of miss it too. There's a part of it that was like really fun.
Right.
I watched a Minecraft animation yesterday, partially because of you, Jordan. Moon. I was like, I was watching you animate, and I was just like, I wonder what's going on in the Minecraft animation community. So
Oh
I
no.
looked it up, and I was just like, oh wow, no wait, that's a lie. That entire story is a lie. It was the other way around. I was looking up something because of you, but I was actually looking up Imagine Dragons music.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was looking up Imagine Dragons music, and like one of the first thing that comes up is like Demon's Minecraft animation.
Oh no.
So I watched it, and then I compared it to what I
my.
was watching it. Like, okay, I'm going to see like between how how Moon uses Minimator, and how this person uses whatever they're using, like what the animation differences are. There's a lot of them. And it was very like, I don't know, it was weird. It was weird. It was a weird experience. But yes, I was looking up Imagine Dragons songs, or I specifically Googled bands like Imagine Dragons.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do some minor researching, cause hold on. Demons, Minecraft.
It came out in October of last year. So a couple months ago.
Demons Minecraft music video animation song. This was made in Minimator. It's a software that I use, I think.
Yeah.
Was it Warfare Gamers animation?
Hold on. I'm in Twitch.
Or was it supa.exe? Because I know, like, I recognize both of these people.
I think it's Warfare Gamer.
Warfare Gamer?
It's Warfare Gamer.
Yeah, that's Minimator. Wait, hold on. Let me like really get a look at it. Oh no! Wait, is this? Oh no, this definitely is. This is somebody's rig. Oh no! I just realized I played some copyrighted material on stream. Fuck.
Were you playing it?
It played for a second.
Oof.
Oof.
You know what? It's 7 seconds. So you're
Okay.
good.
Fingers crossed that we don't get our shit demolished.
I just don't want the stream muted. So,
Yeah.
because if it gets muted, we have no way to keep it. Like,
Yeah.
like anybody who's worried. Okay, anybody who's worried about from the Loop because it got muted, it's fine because Xander had a backup.
Yes.
Like, he had a backup specifically because we were using 80s music, and that can still be copyrighted content.
Yep.
So,
I'm a
like,
smart boy.
can someone explain the copyright system to me? Like, I understand that if someone takes credit for your stuff, then that's a completely good reason to demonetize, and well, not demonetize, to copyright. But if they're just using it for funsies and not for any harmful purposes, what's the
Okay,
point?
but
Is
Jojo,
it-
let's put it this way: if somebody took some art that you made, and they took the art that you made and they put it on a poster board, so it's slightly different. They put it on a poster board, and then they sold that poster board, and they made multiple copies of that poster board to sell. If they were making money basically from your stuff, would you be okay with it? Without asking you.
Oh.
Well, without asking me, of course not.
Well, that's kind of how it is. A lot of the songs that we get, like whenever we get like tips and like donations and stuff on Twitch, that's us getting money using content that is on the stream. And like while streams are live, you know, like they can't quite catch it like immediately, so our streams
Yeah.
end up getting muted afterwards. But yeah, no, we used a bunch of music that was not ours and that was not
Yeah.
royalty free, and so that's kind of where the issue is.
Yeah.
Like we're not claiming credit for
money with somebody's. Yeah, if you're making money, if you're making money using something that without paying for it, and you just say, well, I did this with it. That's not like, that's why you can't just use a font. You have to ask permission, or you have to have certain permissions to use a font. There are some fonts that
I
are
see.
public domain, but because somebody spent a whole shit ton of time creating that font, you can't just put it on your coaster and say, well, I made this coaster, and then sell it.
Copyright is
Yep.
magical. It's a magical process that is it's good because it protects content creators, but sometimes it can really fuck over a content creator whenever you have like the free use side of things where it's like a cover or something. Because
Yeah,
sometimes
it's like, yeah,
sometimes they
because I
can't
know
tell.
that some people's stuff gets taken down, one, it'll belong to them and it'll get taken down. Like, it'll be an original song, and because some asshole is taking advantage of it, they'll claim it. But sometimes when it comes to covers, I recognize that if you use the original instrumental, then you technically have stolen music if you're making money off of it. But if you've created your own arrangement, that really shouldn't count.
Yeah, at that point you are like you should be completely in the clear. If it's like a cover, your own like arrangement, like your own art, your own media, it should be fine. But sometimes, you know, and I recognize this a lot with YouTube. Their little tracking system is faulty.
Yeah.
So it kind of fucks people over. Also, you have 15 minutes.
Okay.
God. It's sorry, I've just been thinking a lot recently, and I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm gonna say something controversial.
It's pronounced caramel.
A lot of
Just kidding.
Colonel. A lot of animation meme creators have been upset because they can't monetize their videos right now. But I'm kind of like, you're using copyrighted music, and it doesn't necessarily count. The music itself has not been transformed, so it makes sense that you've been copyrighted.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely valid.
It bothers me. It bothers me because I'm kind of like, okay, so I get that you're okay. A lot of people are okay with it because there's mostly big companies, but you guys are also now taking songs from you're also now taking songs from small creators on YouTube and making animation memes with them. Are you okay with it then? Like, are you okay with taking money from people then? It's not that simple.
Yeah.
It's like, I get that you're saying, oh, I spent so much time on this, but so did the person who made the song.
And there has to be like some sort of like proper credit to them. And like while there can be some proper credit to them, like there also has to be personally, I think like if you're going to use someone's music, then like royalties are kind of important.
Yeah, they
and that's very difficult.
Royalties.
It's a difficult thing to go through, especially with YouTube. But yeah, that's. I wish that there was an easier way to grant royalties to a content creator through YouTube. If there was like an automatic way to do it, but there's I don't. I know
think
that
actually there is a semi-automatic way to do it.
Oh,
because Cammy uses it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she can whitelist. She can set it up so that like she can whitelist certain videos so they can monetize things, or she can have it so that like if it detects that her music is being used, it's going to automatically take a portion. So I wish YouTube did less demonetizing and more taking a portionizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like
That's
I also
probably-
kind of get that then you would get the people who make like it's the song but with like a single picture also stolen from the album. I get that they would also still be getting some of the money, so then that causes a problem.
Yeah. When it comes to like big artists, unless they have like a YouTube channel, then it kind of becomes difficult. Take like you get like Caleb Piles, for example. If we were able to like have like a YouTube video with like Caleb Piles' music in it, because he has a YouTube channel, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to kind of pass that along. But then you get Kanye West. I don't think Kanye West has a YouTube channel, and with all the fingers in his ass jokes that we have, no, he does.
Here's a FEMA.
But exactly,
Nemo's different. Nemo's run by someone.
In charge of his YouTube presence.
Hmm.
So it's
Okay,
one of those.
well,
It's
yeah.
one of those things where it's like, yeah, and a lot of companies are also like have their fingers in YouTube, so like they know.
They know about it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's like, where does it stop and where does it end? As in, like, when is your company big enough where, like, YouTube revenue matters?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then at the same time, it is, and again, it is. In order to use a song in a TV show, you got to pay millions.
Oh, Jesus.
Your YouTube show is basically a show that you are making money from.
Yeah.
So you have to start asking, do we charge different rates for people who post on YouTube? Do we take a percentage or do we take a flat rate? It's a lot more complicated than people give it credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I'm personally not okay with just using somebody else's content without some form of compensation. If you're getting paid, if you're not getting paid, I don't care. You just should tell people that you didn't make it. But if you are getting paid, I have problems.
That's valid. You're valid.
That's very,
valid.
very valid.
It's very valid.
Super valid.
Be valid.
Yeah, because
Extra
I
valid.
just think about some people who have done comic dubs for me, and sometimes I think, are they making money off of this? Should I have asked for a percentage?
Give me your money. Hand it over.
Well, it's like because somebody was stealing Miraculous Ladybug dubs.
What?
They were posting people's comics without permission, and some people would dub comics without permission and post them, and they would be getting like thousands of dollars from this.
I know what you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
whenever
Someone explain.
whenever Undertale was in its peak, a lot of people were taking comic dubs, like Starbot dubs, and like just like a lot of like bigger names too, and just putting them in these compilations. And because a lot of people are not searching for just like some like individual Undertale content, they'd be searching for like some generalized stuff. Finding a comic dub compilation with a bunch of small comic dubs by a bunch of people, some of them like would be like their favorites, that's they kind of profit like a fuck ton over that because of like
people watch those videos and
like
then
all
they
the
don't go
generalized
watch the
content.
originals.
Yeah, it's got millions of content. Like sometimes they don't even credit like the artists. They don't credit the artists, the comic creators, the comic dubbers. They don't credit any of them sometimes. Oh well, that's actually most of the time, really.
What?
Most of the time, yeah. That's why I don't watch compilation videos of dubs, because I know that it's stolen.
It's
like,
somebody taking other people's work and just sticking it in like Vegas and then putting it back out. Shit's fucked.
Like, yeah, it happened with Mystery Skulls recently, and they made like a huge announcement about it. They said if you see a compilation of all of the Mystery Skulls songs in one video, report it, because what was happening was that people stopped videos, and they noted an actual like dip in views as soon as people started doing that right after Hellbent came out.
Mm-hmm.
And because somebody had made a huge compilation and all the views were flocking there, and they ended up having the person have to take it down, but the person made a big stink about it. They were just like, and they're like, okay, here's the thing, you're not, maybe not on purpose, but you're hurting our YouTube channel, you're hurting Mystery Skulls itself, because you have this posted without any sort of okay from us. We can make an official one. It's just,
and like as a fan and someone who should respect the work and respect the content creator, just like this goes for things like Nightcore versions of songs too, because this happened a lot with our Undertale the musical songs that we did over at Man on the Internet. People were re-uploading them with like just like slightly pitched upwards or like faster. It's just kind of like have some respect for the content creator and just don't regurgitate their content out on the internet. Whether or not like you mean to do it for views, that's how it's going to be seen. Like it's just kind of like someone's taking your content and putting it back out, and then they're getting credit for it while you're stuck. It kind of sucks, you know. Like that's it's a sucky thing. I have a friend who he's a Minecraft animator, and I've known him like since I started YouTube. His name is Kazukoja. We call him Cade. He's a really cool dude. He has one of the most.
I love Cade.
Yeah. You met Cade. He has one of the most popular animation types in like the Minemator community that we have, and it's this little series called Reality, and it's basically a bunch of like fighting animations with like some story like mixed in. Well, it's the majority of it is like a lot of story. And since then, people have been like, I've seen a couple videos where people have straight up just like replicated the animation from like keyframe from keyframe. They would replicate each moment and then just like put their skins in, or they would just like take like the entire concept and they would like copy it, or they would just like tweak certain things, or they would self-insert their character into one of the fights, and it's like it's dude. It's like a lot of people are just like, yeah, a lot of people are copying his stuff, And then like a while ago, like I made a collab. It was like a collab video that's no longer up on my channel called Mind the Gap, which was basically like I set up this frame, and then a bunch of people had to animate their characters trying to jump over a gap, but they all fail. And then that's kind of like the premise. And then somebody made a Mind the Wall collab, which would basically get over the wall. And I knew this person too. Like they made a Mind the Wall collab because Mind the Gap got so popular. And then they never completed it. It was like that kind of thing. It frustrates me a lot to see it happen to YouTubers.
Because that was your idea first.
Yeah, I mean it was my idea first. Granted, like I got that idea from like a pivot stick animation that I saw like years and years and years ago, and it's not like the most original like idea in the world, and I get that, but like this person like intentionally made it because my idea got popular. And then they called it like the same frame, like the same kind of title, putting like the same premise behind it. You got to get over this wall but fail, that kind of thing. And it's like I hate seeing that happen to other people, you know. So like I would totally understand why Mystery Skulls would be so upset about that, you know, because it kind of fucked them over.
It really did.
Yeah, like it really fucked them over, like in view count. Also, Joj, people are saying that they really like the green highlights on your character.
Thank you. It glows.
Beautiful green highlights.
Green.
Nice.
She's actually like her main like element is water, so the green kind of represents like bioluminescent moss because she lives in like a bayou. But
Oh.
anyway, you were saying.
Howdy, hey Kyle. It's good to see you.
Hey Kyle.
Kyle's just joined us.
Kyle.
Also, you have 4 minutes, and then we'll be going on a 15-minute break after that.
Okay. Sorry, I just got flashbacks from DMP. You have 4 minutes.
Somebody
even
asked,
say it like that.
would a Undertale the musical animatic be the same as like what we're talking about? And I'm kind of like, on some level yes, on some level no. Did you monetize it?
Like, as long as it's not monetized, you got permission from Alex, and, you know, like, it's not basically just, like, look at, like, a single image while the song plays, then that's, I mean, I would imagine that would be fine. Granted, I didn't make Undertale the musical. I was just a part of it, so that would be a question for Alex.
That's different per creator. Now, that specifically is different for creator. Per creator. There's only so much the law can do with that. Yeah. Technically speaking, whoever owns it kind of gets to have the say on whether, and they'll have it taken down. If they don't, they will do what they can to have it taken down if it really bothers them that much.
We've had a lot of moments where people have done that. Like very early on with Undertale the musical, especially whenever it came around to Bone Trussell. Bone Trussell was like the biggest one. That one got a lot of people taking it and just basically re-uploading it. It was a big issue. It was a big issue for a while. But yeah. Otherwise, now, granted, so like if I use an example like Spider Moon, because we have Spider Moon audio. Granted, that Spider Moon audio has copyrighted music, and we were doing it for shits and giggles.
It has
like really
very copyrighted music.
Like we're talking movie soundtrack. Like movie soundtrack.
Yeah, like mega movie soundtrack.
See,
I couldn't find any other.
Sorry, I was gonna say that's the kicker though. If we were to post it, to what level does fair use work? Because I watch a lot of reviewers and stuff who do use the soundtracks from the films they're reviewing in the video, and there's no copyright issue because it's considered transformative. So I'm wondering what do you have to do to consider something transformative?
I feel like it depends on how YouTube feels that day. It depends
even
on
outside of that.
Honestly,
even outside of YouTube, I mean, just like with creators in general, because YouTube's not the only place where this is a thing.
Yeah. I know like a lot of sometimes certain punishments, so certain things get ignored, and I've noticed this a lot with whenever it comes to like the bigger YouTubers, some of the stuff that they will do does get ignored or kind of pushed to the side, because I mean generally like they're like the biggest revenue puller, really. Like they pull in the most revenue. They pull in a lot of money. I think that's kind of why T-Series hasn't gotten ragged on yet for their fucking YouTube bots.
That's why Logan Paul got away with what he did last year.
Yes, that's why he got that's why he didn't get in trouble for that.
I was specifically talking to my mom about it because my mom's a firefighter and she's very worried that people are going to become, because of how the news has been handling some bodies recently on TV. She's worried people are going to become desensitized to it, and she's just like, you should never become desensitized to that if you can help it. So I ended
Kyle,
up
thank you for the bits.
Oh, thanks, Kyle.
Thank
I
you.
ended up mentioning to her that people were outraged when Logan did what he did in the Suicide Forest, and I was like, and the most messed up thing about it was that it took as long as it did to get the video taken down, because there are a lot of other people whose video would have been down within 5 minutes.
Oh, that video was trending for like it was trending for a little while. Like it was like days, wasn't it?
I don't say, wasn't it like 3 days?
Yeah, it was like 3 days, and there was a lot more outrage because the video wasn't taken down. And then that's when they finally decided to take it down. That video racked in so many views.
Fucking baby.
Well, kind of. He's actually not really on the up at the moment. Like, at least I haven't seen him trending for months. So I don't know.
He just had a boxing injury, I think I saw today.
Damn, KSI really rocked his shit, huh?
Dang.
No,
Alrighty.
I was looking up the.
It is 6:01. We are going to take a 15-minute break. We'll be coming back in on Dangles or Kristen, Rochambeau. Let's get it. Who will be going up next?
Okay, we gotta say it at the same time. Wait,
Okay.
just say pick a number between 1 and 10, and we'll do it.
All right.
Between 1 and 10.
Hey, you hold on a minute. All right.
I wanted to do it.
Kristen, pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay, well, you're going up next. That was actually my number.
Oh. Okay.
Congratulations. All right.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to be going into a 15-minute break. We will see you guys soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Artsy Fartsy. We're going right back in. Kristen is our artist for this next hour. Let me change the image here. I wish I could change the images without them popping up on screen. That would be convenient.
Wouldn't that be convenient?
Yeah. Anyway, Kristen, what are you drawing for us? What you doing?
I keep telling myself I'm gonna make some Murder God and Zephy art, so I guess today I'm gonna make some Murder God and Zephy art, so I'm making some lesbians.
Yay, lesbians!
Lesbians!
Lesbians. We'll see if I actually finish it. I cannot. I'm not sure how this is working, honestly. Murder God is probably too small.
Is we too small?
Never. No such thing as too small.
I mean, she's very small.
And isn't Zephy, like, not
She's
small?
very tall. She's very, very tall. So this might actually be fine. Alex, please advise on canon heights. This is fine. Oh well. If you're shipping Zephy and Murder God more than Vinny and Murder God, to be fair, this arguably is a healthier relationship for God, which is saying a lot about the Murder Gods' relationships.
It's kind of putting two gods together. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. They're both sociopaths. You see, Vincent, Murder God's really into the fact that he's got anger problems, and Christine, Murder God's really into the fact that she's got anger problems. What I'm saying is the Murder God has some unhealthy interests, and Zephy's just, just a sociopath who eats people, which comparatively is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's this is fine. Where? Okay. Trying to remember how I drew Zeffy before. There we go. That's the face shape I gave her. Okay. She's tall enough to peek over the shower curtain, if that helps. So very tall compared to my very small, my small edgy OC.
You could lose Murder God in the toilet.
Ah! Alex is here!
Oh my god! I summoned him!
I came as soon as I heard from Alex.
Please advise on Zeffy's height in comparison to the murder god who is 5 feet tall.
Uh.
I cannot. Alex, did somebody tell you?
What a nice surprise.
Like, did you just like feel? Okay, so very tall compared to the murder god.
Zeffy's like 6'2" or so, apparently.
And the murder god's 5 feet tall.
With
She's
her
actually
heels
with her heels on, so she's probably more like 10.
Yeah, like 4'10". 4'9", like 4'9" to 4'11".
Well, good to know.
So like
The
more than a head, actually.
Definitely
Yeah.
more than a head.
Like more than a
Tall.
head.
I'd say like Murder God's probably at like the top of her shoulders.
Yeah.
Chris, that's a fuck. That's a crazy height difference.
It's fine.
Goodness.
Shaq and his girlfriend though. She's very small. And he's very large.
I'm sorry,
Pick her
who?
up with one arm. Shaq and his girlfriend.
Oh,
Ah.
Girlfriend? Wife. I don't know if they're still dating. I just know that whoever he was dating a while ago was like the size of a bean. God.
Hmm. Maybe I should be messing with that new style. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not sure how to draw anyone who's not the murdered. Oh no! I drew it all on the same layer. No, that's the history. What? Why did you just use the history eraser? I don't ever want to use the history eraser. What are you doing, Photoshop? What the fuck? Wait, what's
Oh,
he saying?
everyone's pressing F in the chat for you.
Thank you, but it
Paying
turns
respects.
out I wasn't.
Kristen,
Yes.
I actually came across this thing. I
Oh?
don't know where, but it helps you get swole. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
How to
Meatmorp,
get
thank you for
swole
the
as
bits.
a digital artist. Thank you. This says that if you say crap, wrong layer, you have to do 10 squats.
Ah!
You know what? I actually already did a fuck ton of squats today. I don't need to do more squats.
Then you're already good. I'm so proud of you. I
I
haven't done
actu-
any of these.
I actually set aside time to work out because otherwise I'll die.
Yeah.
I'm getting swole. I'm getting some pretty great obliques, not gonna lie. And at this rate, soon, guys, I'll be able to carry 3 grocery bags. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh!
I
Oh!
One day, I'm gonna be able to carry as many groceries as the average person.
One day, you'll be able to take one trip back from the car.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking amazing.
But
Okay,
today
listen.
is not that day.
Okay, listen, fucker. You want to talk about traditional art? I went to school for traditional art. I have done so many oil paintings and so many watercolors. I have illustrated 5 books in watercolor. You want to talk about how, oh no, painting on the wrong layer? Do not even.
Oh shit.
With watercolor,
My
once you
headphones
fuck
did the thing again.
up, there's no going. Can you guys
Okay,
hear
now-
me, or did
now I
Discord
can-
Oh
just-
no!
Now I can hear him
go.
again. I
Thank
can
you.
I can hear her again. We're good.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
basically, weird flex, but okay. Just,
Oh no,
funny.
it's not a weird
That was
flex. Somebody in the
No,
chat
no.
said, "Oh, so you're complaining about one layer?" Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
traditional
son.
artists.
Oh.
Yeah. You
Oh.
bitch. You want to go?
Let's see. If you couldn't hear, Kristen just went on an entire roast of your ass.
So I think so my headphones cut out, and my microphone instantly went for the like the general sound. So the audience was able to hear Kristen, no doubt, and she probably got really loud just now because I've turned my microphone up more because my microphone's generally quiet. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Christian just ate.
I just fucking exploded.
Kristen just.
There was suddenly a very loud Kristen
Just
as
went
my headphones
off.
went out. See, because the headphones that I'm using just died, so I'm using my faulty headphones, and my faulty headphones cut out a bunch. And when they do, my microphone looks for like the oh, Moonlight, thank you for following. And whenever that happens, my microphone goes for like the closest thing to like sound, so it goes for my sound, my desktop audio, which is Kristen. Kristen is now my desktop audio.
I'm your desktop.
I'm so sorry.
Time to raise though.
That's like-
When you want to go, suddenly she gets 3 times louder.
I am the void given breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just encountered a bro moment.
Woo.
Okay.
Wasn't that fun, campers?
Wasn't that fun?
God, I just thought of a Darby line and I can't say it on stream.
Yeah.
Is it
It's such a good line.
Hold on, spoilers
it's
without
the one that-
context. What is like give like very subtle hints. What
It's
is it?
the one you told me about earlier. Like, I can't wait for that to come out so I can quote it. Like,
Oh no, it's okay, Churro. I'm mad. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, son. I have paid my fucking dues when it comes to traditional art. But the point is, now through the magic of digital art, I don't have to worry about a bunch of traditional art bullshit, and it's great. That being said, I do enjoy still going back to watercolor when I can. It's just, you know, you fuck up with watercolor once and that's it. You're fucked up forever. Oil paint,
hello?
you can
There we go.
fix. You can fix oil paint. But do you really want to fix oil paint? No, because oil paint's the fucking worst. Ironically, my time hop today post showed me my various statuses, and apparently today, like 9 years ago, I said I was actually growing to like oil painting. Shut up, younger me. You don't fucking know. You've been fooled into complacency. You don't know shit. Just
I thought I dreamed that. I thought I dreamed.
You thought you dreamed me going off about
Night.
fucking oil painting, but no.
You think you know oil painting? I was birthed in oil painting.
Oh god, I hope not. You'd be a fucking mutant. Like, the fucking chemicals that go with oil painting are not good. Also, fun fact, various oil paint in particular, a lot of it is very toxic. Like, there's a whole list of ones where it's like, do not keep this shit on your skin. You will get cancer.
Ah!
Yeah.
Why do they allow this?
I'm a classic because artists suffer for their work.
Because we're stupid. Why did I decide to do this pose that's gonna call for like a whole ass body? I could have just not, but I did. I did the thing because I'm stupid. I wanted to draw Zeffy's legs, that's why.
Date night with the coils.
I don't even think it's date night, they're just hanging out at home.
just
They don't
hanging.
go outside.
Okay, my brain forgot what date night meant for a second because my ideal date is sitting at home.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I don't remember what I said, but I remember we were playing Truth or Dare.
And that, did you just cut out?
Dingles? Oh my god! Oh my god, Dingles!
Oh no!
Am I back?
Yes,
I think
you are.
So? Yes.
Cool. I don't know why that keeps happening. What was the last thing you heard?
That
We
it
were
was
playing
Truth or Dare.
So we were playing Truth or Dare. IR and MOI got together. We were playing Truth or Dare, and I jumped in late. So they just randomly picked me next, and I say Truth, and they asked. I think it was Scott asked, "What's your ideal date?" And I explained it, and like I didn't even get through anything before somebody went, "Oh no, that's so wholesome," and I'm just like, "This is just a. I don't get it. Why is this?" What is it? Was Scott, and he said that you could do anything you wanted. You don't worry about money. Don't worry about anything. And I just said, yeah, no, we'd go to the river and we'd watch the water go by and we'd do this. Like it's just it was so weird to me that everybody just kind of went like, that's so wholesome. Oh my god.
Bitch, I'm going to the Bahamas. Take advantage of what you got. Date night? Shit, it's a date month. A date year. Just, fuck it, date life. I'm never leaving. Not having to worry about money would be nice.
Yeah. That does sound like that would be nice. Yeah, I guess that's a good question. Are we talking date like it has to be over the course of one night?
I made the assumption that it had to be one night.
Okay, if it had to be one night, then I don't know. I'd probably just think dinner, a movie, and then home time. Really, like socially, that's about as much as I can handle. I'm not like a huge like party guy. Ah, Kyle, thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits,
Thank
Kyle.
you, Kyle.
Oh man, as Streamix comes around, it begins once again.
Streamix comes.
Streamix comes.
I don't know if Kyle's gonna be around for Streamix, and I'm saying that because I love him. But also, I'm saying it because I think he said he might be overseas.
What's going on, Kyle?
On
What's
the
the
water?
sitch? You going on the water? What are you up to, buddy boy?
Now we have to wait for that awkward lag where we.
Yeah. Because there's a pause because the stream's coming in, then we got a pause because someone's typing, and then there's a pause until we get it. And then there's another pause until it comes back in with the stream. So that's fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I won't be here for Camp Streamix. I'll be in the sea.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Aww.
I don't even know if we got that far, and he just straight up answered the question.
We'll be missing you,
Oh.
Kyle.
Yeah,
miss
we'll miss you,
everybody.
Kyle.
Yeah.
You're just a chill dude.
You're fun.
Yeah.
You're cool. You got funny jokes.
Yeah, I've been missing you in the chat lately.
He'll be in the sea fighting sharks.
Fighting sharks.
God.
Just
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
do you mind?
As a matter of fact, Kristen, I don't mind, thank you.
Of course.
Oh, oh no. Kyle's about to do something.
I know. I noticed. I'm like sitting here like my
Like,
cheeks
what
are.
do you
What the fuck?
Oh.
Kyle!
What do you do?
Kyle!
do? $250.
Jesus.
Kyle! Kyle! Chill the fuck out! Kyle!
Kyle.
Ah!
Thank you. Maniac.
Give her the bits, Kyle.
Kyle.
Oh my god, Kyle.
I'm crying.
How dare you pour bits on me?
Thank you, Kyle.
Like my brain doesn't even throw this into monetary gain anymore. And it goes like, oh, Kyle, that's so sweet.
Like, all I can picture... Okay, so here's the funny thing. The only thing that I can really picture when I think of bits are fucking... oh my god, I'm blanking on them. Fucking fruit burst things.
Gushers?
Gushers. I just imagine a bunch of, like, fruit gushers in a fucking bucket and you just,
I
like,
know,
pour them
right?
on someone. How dare
You know
you
that-
rain fruit gushers on me? Spiky,
that- you know
miscolored.
that God has-
Fills a pool with sprinkles every couple million subscribers. Sorry, every couple thousand.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just that, but with fruit gushers. I feel like that's what you're describing.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
You guys know that? You guys know that meme where the lady has hot dogs thrown on her face in slow motion?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
yes,
Imagine that,
the,
but with
the nostalgia
gushers.
chick one.
Just a bunch of fucking gushers getting thrown at me. Mm. Kyle, I hope you know Streamix hasn't started yet.
Chill
No,
out.
he knows. He knows.
knows.
He fucking
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he did.
Just, oh shit, here we go again.
Oh no, Kyle.
No,
Here it
no.
goes.
Oh, here comes. Oh.
God.
Hold on, I have something good for this.
I'm scared.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's it. Oh no, my headphones did it. Wait, hold on, my headphones did the thing again. Come back. Please come back. Okay, there we go, now we're good. I was worried for a second.
Baby shark doo doo. Doo 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 doo.
God. I like how Baby Shark like died as a meme and then it's slowly coming back as a meme.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Where's my daddy? Where's my daddy?
Oh my god!
I need my mommy.
Okay, so if you guys don't know what Dingles is talking about, a while ago, Dingles and I were just, we were just shooting the shit in call. And then one of us came across a fucking R&B cover of Baby Shark, and it went hard. Like it went unnecessarily hard. Like, he didn't need to go, like, all in for that.
Baby Shark, do 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 do.
Baby Shark.
Do I know what you're talking about? I feel like I know what you're
You
talking
probably
about.
do. We can't play it on stream. It's
Well, yeah, of course.
it's that popular.
We just had this conversation.
We
That's my
literally
daddy,
just
yeah.
talked about the
Oh,
basics of
oh.
copyright laws.
Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do 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 do. It's a mess.
Have y'all ever heard of Josh Groban?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Bro, you said yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For the longest time, my mom would play his music, specifically this album called Closer, to me and my sister when I was a baby. And I still remember the specific song called Oceano, and I found it on my old iPhone when I was about 11 to 12 to 13. And I listened to it, and I was like, Mom, I remember this! And then I remembered this song called Broken Vow that he covered, so I looked it back up again, and now I'm having nostalgia. It's a very sad song, but it's so beautiful. But, like, you ever have those moments where you remember a song that you used to listen to, and then you go back and try to find it, and then you do, and then you listen to it, and you just get of nostalgia? Yeah, pretty.
I didn't.
love
Okay.
this so much.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Was that like loud?
That hurt. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not usually that loud.
It-
My mic is on that bullshit.
The sounds all just going nuts today.
The sounds are going sicko mode
Hooray.
because of these headphones. These headphones are assholes.
I can't draw.
Yes, you can.
just on-
They said don't use the vocoder.
Yeah, no, I'm
while you're on
I'm
stream.
gonna stop using it now.
Yeah.
It's like, as much as I love the vocoder, I also have everything turned down to like 10%, so
Mhm.
it doesn't hurt
No,
me,
no,
but it
I
hurts other
get you.
people.
I get you.
I'm quitting art.
I listened to Rather Be by Clean Bandit the other day,
Look at them.
and like everything was kind of like, oh no, this was my strut song in like like almost 10 years ago, because that's how long it's been. It's been like, no, it's only been like 6 years since it came out. I remember because I was in college.
College.
Apparently my coworkers, half of my coworkers thought I was a teen, and half of my coworkers thought I was actually a couple years older than what I am. So they apparently had like a small betting pool.
Actually, I'm in the middle. You disproved all of their expectations. Good job.
Mm.
It's
Kyle, what
one
the
of those
fuck?
things where you look-
What did you
Kyle,
do?
no!
Jesus, Kyle! Oh my
Kyle.
I'm
What did he do?
sorry, everyone. We must change our name to Kyle Remix.
Well,
Ah!
What did you do?
He put 10,000 bits in.
Dude,
Oh my god, Kyle.
Kyle, oh my god.
isn't that like $10?
That's
No,
$100.
$100.
It's $100.
What?
Yeah.
You move the decimal 2 places for bits.
I see.
hmm One day I'll stop doing things like that, and I'll actually divide. But today is not that day. So
I just moved the decimal. Places, I'm like,
Night, Phoenix.
Good night,
Night,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
They're not gonna hear this till after they leave. I should
No. Oh no. So
Tell them we
that's
said good night.
10,000 plus 20,000, 25,000. Okay, so
he's okay. Let's put it this way. He gave us 250, right? And then he gave us
Mhm.
100, but he also drew in 30 before that, so 280. No, 380.
380. Okay.
I see.
God damn, Kyle, holy shit.
It's not straight.
Like, I'm gonna stop asking you where you get this, because every time you do, you give me the same answer, and I don't.
And
even
it's
ask
just
it.
more bits.
The more you ask, the more bits I'll give you.
Hey, thank you, Kyle. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we're done. We're not gonna.
I also
Um,
missed some bits earlier in the beginning too. Somebody, I think
Yeah.
somebody put 1,000 bits in as well.
Oh, thanks, man.
And
For whoever that
Gladly
was
Twitch
concerned.
keeps track of that, so like keep we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know what to talk about now. We've been derailed.
we've talked about copyright earlier. We talked about other things. Give us a topic. We'll talk about something.
Yeah. Let's argue about something.
Did you switch from what you were drawing, or did you just?
I switched. It wasn't working out, and then the other thing.
That's
Mm.
valid.
Now I'm just drawing a shaft head tilt of Zeffy, I guess.
Noir.
Is that you?
Hello?
It's my equivalent of the pretty bust, but it's a pretty girl in profile facing to the left.
All your busts are pretty.
Thank you.
So Kyle says, talk about video games you despise.
Ooh.
I don't play enough video games.
So there's a game that I don't so much despise. It's just a really bad game based off of a movie called Don't Knock Twice. Actually, that's just it. It just wasn't like that good of a game. It's about all that I got.
I can't really think of any video games that I hate.
Yeah, no, it's like games that like I know that I'm not gonna like. I just don't buy. So I don't really know how to answer that one.
Yeah, like why waste money on something you already know you're not gonna like?
Contrary to popular belief, for a very long time I had an issue not liking things, as in like I never had anything I just didn't like. So recently in my learning how to dislike things, I have not played enough video games to find one that I dislike. So I'm kind of like, oh man, no, not really. I only recently learned it, contrary to popular belief, I only recently learned how to dislike things.
Yeah.
So that was a weird thing to find out. Like, yeah, that was a weird thing to figure out. Like, I don't remember what movie it was I was watching, and then I was sitting there like, you know what? I think I don't like this. I don't like how that feels.
No, it's valid.
I think this is what it feels like to not like a thing.
Oh man, a game that I despise. I would open up
Candy
my Steam
Crush.
right now, but I don't think that. Yeah, I feel like my Steam is gonna like open up on my right side of the screen, and I don't want to take that chance. So I'm not going to.
Candy Crush. It took my mom.
Took my mom and never gave her back. Oh, here's one that I'm not like a big fan of. Pokemon Go.
Thank
I-
you.
Explain.
So Pokemon Go, for like a while, felt like it kind of felt like they weren't really listening to people, and I had a lot of issues with it when I was using it. Yeah, no, that's really it. I don't like Pokemon Go.
You know what? I can piggyback off Go in the sense that that I didn't like, because what I loved about it is that like I could go outside, see somebody on their phone, and we would actually like be trainers for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I recognized that with the game itself, something that I didn't like is that I couldn't just battle if I wanted to at the time.
Yeah,
And that's
it
when
kind
I
of
realized
required
it
you
was
to
basically
move.
a step counter with like Pokemon in it.
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah.
So like, if you didn't go to a gym, or if you didn't like, it felt like that it was too restricted at some point, which is why I stopped playing.
Yeah,
They've
I
added
live-
more features, so I might again. But
I live in like not like a small town, but it's like an area that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So there wasn't really a
Yeah.
whole lot for me to do. That being said, like
Pokemon's-
playing Pokemon Go and being able to go somewhere like LA, like I went to Universal Studios when I was like first getting into Pokemon Go, and it was so fucking dope. It was so cool. There were so many Pokestops like everywhere, and it was awesome. And there's Pokestops all over the place in LA. And then I go back home, and there is nothing. Nothing.
Pokego was actually less fun for me in New York than it was at home, and that's partially because there were so many Pokestops that all the challenge was gone.
Oh yeah.
It was yeah. There were so many, like everywhere I went, there was Pokestop. Like I was constantly like maxed out on everything. So I was like, oh well, what's the fun in this? It's like at home. At home was a little too quiet, like kind of similar to you. I don't live in a small town, but it's not exactly like booming either. So we'd have to go like a certain distance in order. Gladly, a lot of churches are Pokestop. So like we weren't exactly like SOL, but it was kind of. But it's so my brother and I, we would get in the car and we'd ride around to find Pokestops, and I was just like, yes, this is Midwestern Pokemon culture. But in New York, it was too easy, so I stopped playing because I was just like, I could just sit in my dorm and like literally do everything from my dorm now.
I caught nothing but fucking Rattatas for a while. I hated it. It just that, and I felt like a lot of like what the people wanted was kind of ignored in the beginning. I don't know what all they've done now that have kind of piqued people's interest. I know the game has kind of been on the rise again recently, or at least a little bit. I know my dad plays it a lot.
When they added battling, but
But how long did it take them to add that?
A year. It's only been wait.
It's been about like 2 years.
Like when was the election?
2016.
2016.
Thank you.
It's been 2-3 years.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
I think they added battling sometime last year, but that's still like a long time. And I get that it's a complicated thing to add, but part of me is kind of like, it's Pokemon. You should have added that first. God, I hate that the summer of 2016, without the political stuff, was probably one of the most zen times.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah.
What a time to be alive.
People were on
Like,
Pokemon
so
Go
much
and doing
good stuff
Pokemon Go
happening.
things.
Pokemon Go to the pole.
Like a lot of, like it wasn't just Pokemon Go though. I don't remember everything that was happening, but I remember there was a whole bunch of positive stuff just happening that summer, and it was just so like every sync for like 3 months, and then everything went to hell.
Yeah. 2017 was a very bad year.
Yeah.
2017 was kind of neutral for me.
My 2017 was pretty alright. My 2018 sucked. But my 2019 has been better.
My
2019's been pretty.
freaking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Continue.
No, you first.
No.
I'm
just
dare
gonna
you
say
go
no.
first.
Fuckers just
No,
go.
I'm saying I'm
Jojo!
just gonna say no, and you go.
Well, I'm gonna say no, and you go.
Alright,
I said
Dingles.
no first, so go.
I said
I
it second.
will-
First is where second is best.
I
Alright.
can't leave this stream or else I would.
Alright, Kristen, you go. You go, Kristen. You go ahead.
I don't want to talk about.
Kristen already said.
You guys are spending so much
I don't
time-
even remember what I was gonna say.
Ah, God!
Literally, all I was going to say was just, yeah, my 2019's been pretty, pretty good so far. That's all I was gonna say. So that's why I stopped to let JoJo go, because it seemed like she actually had something to say.
Alright, now it's your turn, JoJo. Say
Okay.
something.
Something.
Not what I meant. Say what you were gonna say.
Okay, my 2019's actually been pretty freaking dope. So like at the beginning of the year, I went to New York City. That's an adventure all on its own. I went to Times Square and I saw the entirety of Times Square. I went to the exact center at nighttime and it was gorgeous. And I also went to the top of the observatory at the World Trade Center and I felt like I was going to throw up, but it's okay. And then, what else did we do? And then we went to the Oculus. That was really cool. And then we stayed at this hotel, and right next to it was this donut shop. And I had the hibiscus donut.
God,
Okay.
fucking
Oh.
dough.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, it's so
I
good.
love dough so much.
I know, it was so good. And then not later, like literally a month later, on Valentine's Day, Phil shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then it was my 18th birthday, and then and now I'm getting ready to freaking graduate, and I'm applying for colleges. I also went to Disney before my birthday, which was pretty cool. I'm just going at it, man. And then I'm
Nice.
gonna go to California for a week in July, and that's really exciting. And then I'm gonna be going to college, and it's just gonna be a year for me.
Yeah. Good for you.
I'm so nervous.
I'm excited for next month because one, we start Camps Remix, which is gonna be really fun. Two, I have an event that I'm gonna be going to that I might be able to see a couple people there. So I'm very excited. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
God.
Wait, did
I also have plans in May. I'm very excited for.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun.
I
Everything's
know.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a music degree this year,
Wow.
so that's fun.
I also got a gym membership. So. But anyway, you were
10
saying.
out of 10 for that JoJo gym member.
Yeah.
It's small.
Swole Joe. I only do like day.
Memethus, let me just say, California, it's overrated. It's very tall.
Yeah,
It's
I've
very
never been
hot.
in it, so right.
It's very hot. Avocados are pretty alright, I guess. There's nothing really interesting about California once you live in it. Otherwise, you can go to LA. Like whenever I talk to like some people, like my Canadian friend, I'll tell them about California. It's like, yeah, it's cool. You got like LA and things. It's like I got Orange County. Disneyland. I am hours away from those things. I'm hours away from San Francisco. I am hours away from Los Angeles. I live in a small town. A bunch of people are on drugs here. It's not fun.
Town boy.
I'm Laura. I live in a small town, and I'm gonna be living in an even smaller town.
My name's Laura. I was just a small town girl. Living between a smaller town. Now I don't know where my life is going.
I'm moving to Madagascar, where my roommate is a sloth.
I have no idea what's going on.
So there's this Game Grumps bit where they were coming up with like a quote unquote original show. And it's basically the protagonist's name is heckin' Laura. It's like,
My name's Laura, and this summer coming to CBS.
so then you just come up with some sort of CBS.
Coming to CBS. No! Get that away from whatever the fuck you were about to do.
That's the quote. That's from the thing.
I know. It's a mess. I'm Laura. I'm a mess.
It's like
I was wrong.
she's basically like your every adult sitcom protagonist lady that has come out in the past 5 to 6 years.
Like, you have this somewhat nerdy, like, mildly attractive character that lives in a small
Who
town.
thinks she's ugly?
Who thinks that she's ugly, but you got like an actress like Emma Stone playing her, who is gorgeous. Oh shit! Oh shit! My headphones did the thing again. See, this is why I can't lean back. Please come back. Okay, there we go. All right, they're back.
I write to Johnny Dad every day, and one day he wrote me back saying, "Dear Laura," and I quote, "Stop writing me."
I was flabbergasted.
I was rolling on the floor laughing at.
Y'all had me thinking CBS wasn't a channel still, just cause how y'all lost it. I'm sorry.
CBS haven't heard that name in years.
See, the problem is, I could.
I was just like, no, CBS's channel. Don't look at me like that.
I just find it
PBS
really funny
Kids.
because I just like there was only like some imagery went off in my head when you said CBS, and I just imagine it's like coming up next on CBS. It's Laura. It's Laura. It's just some dumb like sitcom fucking music. It's just, woman in a half shelter, and that's just Laura. Oh, CBS. Her roommate is a sloth. Her roommate is a sloth. It's Laura. It's Laura. She lives a small town.
It's just focusing more on the sloth, like those what are they called?
What are they called,
Just
JoJo?
going in and out of the sloth. I don't know. I'm kind of tired.
In and out of the sloth mindset.
I meant the video effect.
Hmm.
You know that's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting a new mouse pad soon. Because I'm looking at my special edition man on the internet mouse pad that you can get. Because we ended up. Alex sent one to everybody in Undertale the Musical for the 1 year the 1 year anniversary. And that was 2 years ago. And I'm looking at my mouse pad. And I'm trying to use my mouse pad. And I'm just feeling sad. because my mouse does not it is not functioning optimally on this mouse pad. Not anymore. And that makes me sad. I'm holding on to this mouse pad forever. I will never throw it away. I just have to get a new mouse pad.
Get an Internet Remix mouse pad.
Internet Remix mouse pads coming to you.
Coming special edition.
This summer.
Camp Streamix mouse pads. They're coming to you. You can put them on a shirt. You can put on a mug. You can put it on your cat. Put it on your cat. Internet Remix mouse pad. Get yourself an Internet Remix mouse pad.
We did at some point have, I remember, because I still have the mock-up of it. I don't think it matters if I say this because we could still, I don't know.
We can still sell it.
Go for it. Go sicko mode.
It's the promo art that Kristen made for DMP like forever ago. There is a mouse pad that I did put it on.
Oh my.
And I almost bought said mouse pad, but we took it off.
Yeah, I mean we could sell that. That is always an option.
Spider-Moon mouse pad. Spider-Moon mouse pad.
Spider-Moon.
I'd be okay with a Spider-Moon mouse pad.
We could have a Spider-Moon mouse pad.
Have like a Spider-Moon pin or something.
We could
like
have
a
a
pin with the logo on it.
We could have a Murder God mouse pad. We can have an Eldritch Billy mouse pad. We can have mouse pads on everything. I think we can make a mouse pad out of anything.
Just go nuts. Go
Yeah,
crazy,
no, I was genuinely thinking about having a Spider-Moon pin like that has the Spider-Moon symbol on it, but it's a pin. So I can put it on my bag.
That'd be cool if I could have like the Spider-Moon logo with like the upside down crescent and the legs sticking out of it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Oh, just so you guys know, Spider-Moon hasn't disappeared. We've been making some things. We've been writing some scripts. Been doing some things. Doing a lot of things. Spider-Moon things that we have planned. Because it's Spider-Moon. And Spider-Moon thing. I love Spider-Moon and Spider-Moon things. Spider-Moon is so much fun.
Spider-Moon accessories.
I love Spider-Moon and Spider-Moon accessories.
I want to say this is Spider-Moon.
I want art. I want art of Spider-Moon on my desk. I want your thesis by Friday. And it better be about Spider-Moon.
Yes, Mr. Moon.
Yes, Mr. Moon.
Phoenix Rising asks, does Spider-Moon have a team? Yes and no. Yes, as in you haven't seen the team yet because the team hasn't assembled yet. But no, as in you haven't seen the team yet because it hasn't assembled yet. So far it's Spider-Moon and Junebug. Which I don't think we talked a whole lot about Junebug.
Dragonfly?
Well, we haven't seen Dragonfly yet.
That's
or
true, yeah.
anything of Dragonfly.
I don't know if they've seen Junebug either.
No, not
No,
yet.
Junebug's
I know.
been
Yeah,
mentioned, but
Junebug was a hero before Spider-Man became a hero, and Dragonfly gets introduced at a certain point, which I haven't figured that out quite yet. But Dragonfly will be introduced. Kristen created a character named Dragonfly when we were first talking about Spider-Man things, and Dragonfly was wonderful. Dragonfly is cool. She's smart. She knows Jalen's identity. Because she
has
kidnapped
approximate
him.
knowledge of many things.
She knows a lot about spiders. She kidnapped Spider-Man.
It's like, hi, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, a Spider-Man team in Streamix? No, there is not a Spider-Man team in Streamix. That would require me being a whole different team, and I am in Team Murder. I cannot be in a different team.
Yep.
Spider-Moon is not Streamix related. God, Spider-Moon is the counselor. Jesus.
No.
All right, campers. I'm gonna go. I got somebody calling me. You guys behave. I'll see you later. Thwip, swing, gone.
Bye, Mr. Spider-Moon.
And don't eat the scoreboard while I'm gone. And then it's just.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm calling it. I think I'm done. This is fine.
Oh, cool. And actually, you are right on target.
Wow.
We are ready to head over to the next person. So I will bring us to our special little screen. Actually, wait, before we do, let's get another look at good old Zeffy. Let's appreciate this art.
Yeah.
Leave
I'm
some.
glad we can call her Zeffy, so we don't have to say her full name and butcher it.
Zafira.
Zafira.
I always forget if it's Zafira or Zafira, so I just kind of like say Zeffy.
So just get a good look at that. Throw some hand emojis in the chat. Throw some hand emojis. Give a little clap.
It
All right.
came out okay considering I'm not having. Okay, so. Yay.
So
Alright.
okay, so you are good to switch over. I have the special screen up.
Hooray. Ooh.
It's your time, Dingles. It's your time.
Gotta share my screen.
Are we going on break?
Hopefully Clip
or-
Studio doesn't crash.
Oh no, we.
If it does, then I'll kill it.
It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Hold on, let me. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we are. All right, and now we're going back in. All right, excelente. Cool. Let me change our little image. There we go. There we go. We're back in. So
Oh.
Dingles, what are you working on right now, Dingles?
Clip Studios just blinked in and out. This actually is not what I'm working on because I already posted this. Heyo, it's on my Tumblr and on my.
Heck yeah! So go check out Dingles' Tumblr. Dingles, give us the URL. Hand us the URL.
I am the exact same user on every website.
You heard it firsthand, ladies and gentlemen. Bro Dingles. Bro Dingles. Search Bro
And
Dingles on everything. On everything. Twitter, Tumblr, Pillow Fort. If you got a Pillow Fort. And also follow Upgraded Moon on Pillow Fort.
Bro Dingles on Pillow Fort.
It's not Bro Dingles on Pillow Fort?
No, I said it is in fact Bro Dingles on Pillow Fort. No, Pillow Fort's just so big that I couldn't get my own username.
Follow Upgraded Moon on Pillow Fort. So Dingles, what do you got
I have actually
planned?
been linking to your Pillow Fort on our video.
My hero.
Every time I have to do it, I'm like, oh yeah, here's Pillow Fort. So actually what I was gonna do is I was gonna draw Jack and like try to figure some stuff out with him.
Yeah. Yeah, Jackal.
Cause like I want to talk. There are two things I want to figure out. I want to figure out the inside of his mask, cause I want to know how it works. Like, how does he see? how does his voice?
Out of the eyes, Lamau.
How does he eyeball?
Here's the thing, because he also emotes with those eyes. I'm wondering if I should make them screens.
I think for the sake of like comic, it doesn't even have to be like screens. It could just be like he emotes with his eyes. 'Cause I know it's like in like a more realistic sense, you know, like a lot of Spider-Man masks don't do that, or like they have something
Yeah.
like, ah shit, my headphones did the thing again. God damn. I'm going to fight my headphones. Please come back. Okay, wait. Somebody say something. Okay, there
Apple
we go.
strudel. I don't think you guys know that apple strudel is just because like my brain for some reason defaults to apple when asked for ask prompt, and
That's
like
valid.
Can you tell us what you were doing last night at 7 p.m.? Apple! Apple!
Alice, shut up!
Apple strudel!
And he starts like crying while he says it.
Apple strudel!
Apple strudel.
Is that accurate, Dingles? Am I accurate? You can say no, it's okay.
well,
I
you're
won't be mad.
assuming that under stress I don't immediately tell the truth.
That's valid. That's fair. You're valid.
God, I also gotta figure out what I'm doing with the bottom half. I think I decided it was gonna be like a mask thing. This is just gonna turn into me like just drawing
Hell yeah.
Eccles. I like that he has the hood. I don't. Okay, let me draw him without the. Wow, I didn't make that canvas as big as I thought I did. Move that over there. Like, because I'm wondering if. Okay, so let me just draw the boy without the mask on, but with the small part. Changing his face shape, bro. He has a little squat face. So because Jackal has a lot of hair, he probably has like
Well, he's got that
a
hood.
thing, a cap to hold it down. So, just because of how the hood sits, it probably hair is probably not out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like there's a curl in the front that he just can't get and just can't get in there. I actually drew this already. Sorry,
No, you're good. Go for it.
thought it was loud. I actually drew this already. A drawing of this because I was yeah, no, I don't know if I want the cap now. Now I remember what I drew. Fit. But yeah, no, Jackal's been getting brought up a lot more recently, partially bringing him up more recently.
Which I also like that because Jackal is important. He's the key part of the story. He's the
I'm
key part.
sorry, okay?
He is importante. Brother Dingle.
Why would you make such a mistake by letting me have an important
Because I think I make good decisions. Fight me.
Everyone thinks they make good. I'm joking.
That is not true. Most of my decisions
I
are
needed to
awful.
rephrase the question. I needed to rephrase it.
A lot of the things that I do are bad decisions when I think about them.
So I just don't think about them. Problem solved.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't think it's a bad decision if you don't think. Yeah. Well, so smart.
Hmm.
Oh, thanks, Clip Studio, for freezing.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's go on inside of this mask. So I like to think that he has like a little monitor, but he can just be looking out the eyes. Listen, there's a lot. I feel like, okay, I don't know how much of Jackal is like. Probably the nose compartment has stuff in it.
Got a little
don't
sniffy
know.
sniffy thing.
Actually, yeah, it's probably important that he be able to smell. So, like, I'm wondering how much this mask obscures, if that makes any sense. So let's, like, just pretend as though he actually does see out of the eyes. It's probably really hard to that out.
I would imagine that, like, superhero eyes in general are just really hard to see out of. But I think, like, those flaws are just kind of ignored for the sake of science and the sake of comics.
But I know there's a voice mod in here. So it's probably about here. The ears at the top. Those are basically just flourishes, not gonna lie. Put him on there because he's a furry. Like, he took on this whole Jackal theme because he's kind of a little bit of like, he'll never admit it, but he's like a little bit of
Marcus, I didn't know you were a furry. Says the fucking spider.
Marcus has a fursuit. Pass it on.
Oh my god, I can't believe Marcus is a furry.
God. But yeah, I didn't think this through because now I'm kind of like, okay, there's not really a lot of thought that I put into this. Might
Did you
just
just-
illustrate the boy and
Did you just delete everything?
no, I just made the layer
Oh, okay. I was
invisible.
I was about to go ham. I was like, motherfucker.
Moon, I have like 15 million picture Marcus exactly like.
I know, but you can't have enough. You can never have too many. I don't know. If I had the art skills, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I'd be like, yeah, I draw the same thing about 500 times, and they're all going in the same folder. That's how my dumbass would do it.
That's no, that's how it goes, really. That's exactly what art is.
Oh.
Congratulations. You figured out my art puzzle.
Oh my god. I'm not much of an artist. I like to draw every now and then. I get frustrated when I draw because I can't seem to put what is in my mind on the paper. And then I'm like, fuck this sketchbook, I'm gonna burn it. And then 5 minutes later, I'm fine. just, yeah, you know how it is. Or probably not, I don't know. Depends.
I know how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
A mood.
Mood. And now here we are,
But
listening to jazz.
I like Marcus' staff.
Marcus's good old shocky stab. It's good staff.
I also like to think that it has like a lot of length to it, but he keeps it within like a certain range.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could pole vault with it, he could probably get over a fence with it, but he keeps it at like this mid-range that he could actually carry around. And it gets more unstable the longer it gets. So
Baba! You can slap people with it.
long enough to slap. That's
Long enough to slap, long enough to poke, long enough to just... well, you know, a little something.
probably grab his reference really quickly because I'm kind of just like flying by my pants right now. I've been trying to draw him from the back for a long time. Since for a long time.
Dope.
It's just one of those things where it's just like, oh yeah, Marcus, what do you back?
I don't
I
have a
have.
back.
Ah, yes. Marcus being really bad at lying, but that's because Rose bad at improv.
Oh no.
No, this has happened too many times. It's borderline canon. How does nobody know he's the Jackal? It's just that nobody suspects it. He could straight up say he was the Jackal and nobody would believe him.
And they'd be like, "Ha, get the fuck over yourself." Just they'd be like, yeah, kid, get out of the way. And then Jackal would visit them later that night. Because that is what a jackal do. Would Jackal really need to
Like a
steal
little
money if
two-sided.
he's getting paid to be like, you know, like
Jackal doesn't steal money, he's just a debt collector.
that makes sense.
It's like Kingpin pays him way more.
Yeah.
In both clout, like, because you gotta consider the clout.
Yeah, the clout would get him a lot of work. Like a lot of work.
I don't like how this is coming out.
Who is it?
Oh,
It's a Cammy.
it's me.
Hi, Cammy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just very tired.
I can tell.
Cool.
I just wanted to hop in for a hot second and see if everybody's doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing great. Just streaming.
Delightful. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Yay.
Yep.
Yeah. So everyone's saying hi to Cammy. Say hello to Cammy.
Hello.
How was your day, Cammy?
It's been very low key because I'm visiting home at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah. So I've been hanging out with my fam.
Fun
Ooh.
time.
Just wanted to hop in and be like, "Hey, hello,
Hello.
hello,
Hello.
yay,
Yay.
Well, it was just very nice to see you, Cammy.
yay."
How much got anything else planned for tonight, or you just hanging out?
I'm just chilling.
Cool.
Partly because my brain's like, "Hey, it's time to go to sleep," and then the other half of my brain is like, "Are you sure about that?" I'm like, "Well, I'm kind of sure."
Dingles is just drawing some Spider Moon things at the moment. He's drawing Jackal.
Love that sweet bro Dingles art.
Sweet bro Dingles art.
That sweet bro Dingles art.
You know, Bro
Yes.
Dingles and Cammy worked on a little something that's been kind of on the rise lately. Cammy, would you like to tell us about Mauve the King a little bit and how that's doing?
The song itself actually kind of I made it up within a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
And the character itself, I actually rolled. So you can either build a character on your own, or you can roll random events in the character's life. And one of the random events in my character's life, I'd already decided that I wanted her to be a folk hero, but I didn't know why. And so one of the random rolls, I can speak words, thank you. One of the random rolls I made was that my character had been eaten by a giant fish. And I was like, that's how she became famous.
Oh no, my headphones did the thing
She-
again. Wait, hold on. The audience cannot hear you.
Not just in this community
There we go.
that the campaign is in right now, because
Oh,
the
my
community
goodness.
from
Goodness gracious.
their economy being ruined by this fish.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. It got really loud for a second because my headphones cut out again. This will not happen next time.
No.
I will be much more well prepared.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just my regular headphones died, and so I'm using my faulty headphones. And when my faulty headphones cut out, my microphone switches over to desktop audio. And I have my mic up as louder because my mic is quiet. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. It just happened again. It just happened again. Motherfucker.
Good lord.
I'm gonna just keep this down here for now.
Your mic needs to pull itself together, man.
No, it's not my mic, it's my headphones.
Your headphones need to pull themselves together. Good lord.
Yeah, they're just.
They're just.
Good God.
Just. Oh.
That's fair. But I'm just visiting home and the fam and all that good stuff.
Cool, cool.
And all that jazz.
And all that jazz, yeah. Heck yeah. But I do hope everybody in the stream is doing well.
Seems like it. Kyle
Yeah.
dropped a fuck ton of bits on us again.
As per Kyle.
Yeah.
As
30
good. As he
about
does.
38,000 bits.
3,800.
We stand Kyle in this house.
We do stand,
stand
Kyle.
Kyle. The Kyle of all Kyles. The Stan of all Stans.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I probably will believe it anyway.
Brian Croy Dragon is making the Tomb of the Murder God in Minecraft. There's a Tomb of the Murder God?
Not that I knew of, but apparently there is.
Apparently now.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's kind of
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, neat.
That's pretty neat. I mean, that's sort of the same thing where someone's making an animation for Mob the King. They're like, tell me the full story. And I'm like, not gonna lie, it would spoil things for the other players in the campaign I'm in. So, like, draw it as you see it, and then I will let you know in the future. I'm so glad that people like that.
Well, it's really good.
Yeah, what's the status of it now? Where's it at?
It's almost at 400,000 views.
Nice.
I was gonna say it was at 39K a couple hours ago, which means it should 39.0.
I mean, 300, right?
300, yeah, 309,000, yeah.
Yeah, it should be hitting it soon. That's really cool. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited that it's doing so well, and that it's just like my other little thing I posted. I didn't expect it to be big because it's not very like epic in terms of its variety. I just made a little hymn for a campaign that I made like 3 years ago. But that song's at 12,000. It's kind of piggybacking, and I'm like, yay! People are listening to it, and they're actually listening to it for a decent amount of time too. So I'm like, yay! That's kind of neat.
Nice.
Oh my God! Wait, Mob of the King hit 400,000.
I was about to say it should have hit it already.
It did. Oh my God! It did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Camus.
Woo! Gently lays down. That's kind of neat. Like, what's funny is that I'm glad it's doing so well, but I'm also more glad that it's showing light on the other song that I made, Glad to Meet You, because I'm like, listen, guys, I made this one specifically to make one of my friends cry.
Yay, we love crying. We love crying here
We
at
love
Internet
crying
Remix.
in this house.
We have fun. We have fun here at Internet Remix. We have fun.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, well, yeah. What are we doing?
Just yelling at art like you do.
Oh shit. It just happened.
I'm gonna spend more time just for a damn post.
That's fair. Big mood.
I'm going to lean back. My headphones may do the thing again. Be forewarned. Oh,
Okay.
thank God it didn't do the thing again. Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm going to move my leg over. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, thank God.
I don't know what's happening, but it's
Listen,
kind
you
of
don't
fun to
understand
listen.
how like scared I am of like blowing their eardrums out. That's like freaking me the
That-
fuck out.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Marcus Manlet. No, that's not correct.
I love this music, by the way.
I found it on YouTube. Or is this one of your playlists, Kristen?
Nope. I didn't pick it.
This is delightful. It's very chill.
No, I never play I don't play my playlists on stream lest we get demonetized.
Fair.
Yeah. I've started building a Spider Moon playlist.
Spider-Man.
Just putting together different songs that's like,
It's gonna be a cartoon.
you know, Dingles, you can say it. I know you want to say it. You want to say Imagine Dragons.
No.
I heard you chuckling. It did. I don't have any Imagine Dragons in there besides like a one mashup between like Imagine Dragons and Sunflower. It's really nice.
No, I know there's no Imagine Dragons in there.
It sounds like
I
it.
know there's not.
Some of the songs
Gosh.
sound like
Funny to
Imagine
me.
Dragons.
But yeah, no, I just wanted to hop in and see how things are going. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
Things are going well.
Yeah. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
This is kind of a nice.
Love when things work out like that.
The anatomy's wrong. Oh well.
No, no, not the anatomy.
So how you doing, chat?
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Release MJ from her sarcophagus.
Never. I'm kidding.
How much time do I have?
Yeah.
You still got like a good 30 minutes.
You're gold.
You're good on time.
You're golden.
Because I don't know if I should go full Monty or not.
Like,
I
Mon-
might be able to actually finish it. What?
No, I'm making a joke. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, I'm joking about the Monty Python thing. So you remember, like, the one thing we did where I was, like, showing you the world of Monty Python? Of, like, Spamalot.
Oh. I should save.
Yeah, please
Yes.
save.
I'm worried about saving because I'm just like Clip Studio might free.
Fun fact for anybody working on anything, please save
Yeah.
normal intervals because it won't end well otherwise. You'll be very upset with yourself following.
I mean, I don't know. I went from hating the sketch to liking it, which is why I'm saving.
Yay!
Because otherwise, I've learned to delete my things.
No! We stand.
No. I've learned to delete canvases where it's like basically and there's no point in me keeping it, or like I didn't get anywhere in the actual like drawing process. Before I would even keep those sketches, but then it's like there's only so much space on the left.
That's fair. Well, I'm gonna ollie off if only just cause like I just wanted to pop in. Yeah.
Well,
thank you
have a
for
good
Alrighty.
night,
joining
Cammy.
Well, hey, thank you for stopping by. It's good to
Yeah,
see you.
absolutely.
Well, we'll see you around. We hope you have a nice night.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I love you, Cammy.
Night, y'all.
Love you,
Bye.
Cammy.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay.
Alrighty. Also, I really like the posing for your sketch so far, Dingles. This is really cool.
Yeah, I'm really into where this is going now. Like, I'm kind of glad that I went for several different sketches.
Yeah, I like him the pose. It's a very, very good pose. I'm very tired. I think
Sleepy beep.
I'm not a sleepy beep just yet.
Not
Swear.
yet.
I'm pretty close to a sleepy beep, but not quite. Let's find some musics. Oop,
Oh no, my headphones did the thing. God damn.
there we go. Alright. Get some of that trip hop. See what we end up with, I guess. Okay. Musics.
There's a line. Where is JoJo still here?
No, Jojo.
Jojo went to go shower.
Yeah,
He'll be back.
he'll be back.
I got concerned for like half a sec.
I.
She all good.
They're gone. He's gone, Jim.
This is kind of intense. I'm digging it.
Yeah. I was like, let's find some trip hop music. Kind of fits the art, actually.
It's a good Jackal fit. I like
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah,
need
it's
to
cool.
think of a playlist for Jackal.
You do. I could also help you with that.
Could. I love my boy. It probably doesn't seem like it because I never talk, but I love my boy.
I believe that you love your boy.
Bro has a character. Let's talk about my son for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, bro loves all of his sons and daughters.
Look at my son.
Look at my son. I
Like-
love searching.
Like, I can't say anything yet, but bro loves his DMP character so much. There is a vault. There is a vault of art.
There's a whole ass vault.
So
Release
much.
the vault.
There's more than art in that vault. I'm sorry.
There's so much in this vault.
Everything.
kinda
Sacred
hilarious.
documents, anything you can imagine. I would have no idea. I'm just taking a gander.
Seriously,
Good old-
if
good old
there's
guess.
a medium of fan that you've heard of, except for like a game, which I could totally do. Except for a light visual novel, which I could totally do. It exists in this vault.
Yeah, pretty much. I told myself I was gonna work on other stuff, but I just kind of crashed. So now I'm just holding Crocker Nanner and I'm staring at this art being made.
I love Crocker
Ugh.
Nanner. I don't think I ever got to mention that, but I love Crocker Nanner.
I love Crocker Nanner so much.
All of my heart.
He goes with me everywhere throughout my apartment along with Reed the Sloth. Like, I just hold him around like a goddamn child. Reed and Crocker Nanner sit in the seat next to me where bro once upon a time sat, and they hang out with me while I work.
Oh.
I would wake up in the morning before Kristen, and I would go sit down at the computer, at her computer, and there's like a little like workspace next to it, and I'd put my tiny little laptop there and just wait for her to get up, do stuff until she got up.
And then I'd stumble out and get coffee. Just dead.
I'd be like, "Morning, Kristen." Split sleeping on the couch.
Snore from Split.
Like, I would go to bed first and I'd wake up first, so it was kind of awkward.
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know. You were my guest. I'm sorry I wasn't awake when you.
That's valid.
Like, and we thought this was gonna go the other way around.
Yeah, I thought for sure that you and Split would entertain each other and I'd go to bed.
Split's a hard sleeper.
He is a hard sleeper. When he's out, he's fucking out.
Oh yeah, he'll
Gone.
sleep for hours. He's literally out of existence. He's in another plane of he's in another dimensional plane.
He can also fall
He's
asleep anywhere.
exploring.
One time, like we were like play fighting, like we were pretending to be Split in goggles, having a fist fight, and this resulted in me tackling him, and he like proceeded to let himself like collapse to the ground, and I was like sitting on top of his back, and in like the 10 seconds that he was on the ground and face upon my carpet, he fell asleep. Oh, I was like, Split, you've been laying here for 10 seconds.
How?
He doesn't sleep much.
No, he's nocturnal.
I mean, and then he proceeded to get up and just lift me up while I was back. Because of course.
I was hanging
Ugh.
That's what Split do.
That's what he do.
I was
That's
hanging
just
out
what
with
you do.
Split. I was hanging out with Split one day, and we were just hanging out. We had just gotten pizza, and for some reason, I was just so out of it that I almost fell asleep on his bed. He just like kept like staring at me, saying, "Jojo, Jojo." I was like, "Huh?" And so he just put on some relaxing music and just let me tenderly fall asleep. And he just like chatted, played some quiet video game. It was really nice.
Aww. Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy.
He's a tender boy.
Sometimes I got sad when he was visiting, because I'm an emotional wreck. And he'd just sort of just carry me off to the couch and give me a big hug and hand me the sloth, and it was
The
very
sloth.
Would rub your head and
sweet. Like, oh my god.
Oh, he's so sweet like that.
It was really sweet. I would rather have not been sad, but that was very nice.
Oh yeah, he knows that that kind of thing happens. Like you just suddenly get of depression, and you don't know where it comes from. He knows, and he knows exactly what to do. And I just,
Like, you're so good at it.
I know, right?
He's a good big brother.
Good man.
Very
Good
good.
man.
He's the best big brother.
Very good.
He's an
You know,
excellent
somehow in
brother.
all of our streams, we get to talking about him.
No. We actually went for a streak for a couple streams. I think it got broke last time, and we just haven't started another streak yet.
Yeah. We talk about him, DMP, or Shrek. It's either one of those three. They just kind of.
So you reminded yourself about Shrek this
I was
time.
reminded earlier today. I'm not worried about it. That still doesn't give you the right.
A kid can try, right?
Sure.
Clip Studio is jankin'.
Yeah. Is it doing that thing where it says automatic save? And it's just
Oh no, it's just lagging. Like, if it was automatic saving, I'd be angry, but like, not as angry.
I don't like when it does that because it just
You can
stops
turn it
everything
off.
and then it it turns you off. It's like stop.
Huh?
Saying you can,
Wait a second.
So you
Let
can
me do
turn-
this.
you can turn off the automatic saving.
How?
Go into preferences. And
Give me a heart sec. Damn, I didn't know this.
Damn.
Oh, God,
I like it because if the
Wait,
thing's gonna
wait.
crash, it might as well save for me.
Mm-hmm.
Save as often.
Ah, fair enough.
Also, you have 16 minutes. We're still good.
Okay,
On time.
I might actually get flats down on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider,
Finished it, if
Spider
I
Sam asks who would be the Punisher in the Spider-Moon verse.
We don't have a Punisher in the Spider-Moon verse. I'd have to get back to you on that one. Billy would not be the Punisher in the Spider-Moon verse. Billy does not belong in the Spider-Moon verse. Get Billy out of here. Billy needs to go. He has his own universe. He needs to stay home.
Moon.
Yes.
Moon. It's okay.
I can't. Billy needs to stay. He needs to stay away.
It's okay.
You
don't need to worry about it anymore. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
No, Billy would not be in the Spider-Man verse. I veto
He
that one.
forbids it.
I forbid it. I would Thanos his ass out of existence. Punisher though, I don't know. I guess I'd have to get back to you on that one. I didn't really think about a Punisher being
It's
in the
me.
Spider-Man verse. No, you are the Gremlin.
I'm the Punisher.
You're the-
I'm the Punisher.
I'm the Punisher. I clearly have the gravitas character.
But you can't. You're Dragonfly.
Uprising.
Uprising's
has a
White
character.
Rabbit.
Oh. Tune?
Invidibit is the Punisher.
Yusuf.
Yusuf's
You
not
know
here enough
what?
to
I
be
can
the
actually see-
Punisher. Actually, that would make sense because the Punisher never shows up. I'm sorry, my heart just hurts.
I'm the Punisher.
A little salt.
I'm a little
No,
I'm the Punisher.
no, not actual salt. I love Yusuf.
I know.
You're valid.
I don't know,
You're so
I don't know how much I
valid.
love that man. Oh shit, my headphones did the thing again. Goddamn.
What's that?
That terrified me, and I felt my life flash before my eyes.
Did something weird just happen?
Yeah,
I just heard some music just out of
I
nowhere.
heard. I was so scared. I don't know what happened. It just came out of me like wow, pow, and I don't know what.
Is this about to crash as soon as I saved?
Uh,
Oh.
do
It
I need
just
to
says
go?
writing to file.
Do I need to go on like?
Okay, there it is. It's back. It's back.
Oh. Goddamn.
I felt everything clench.
There he is. At least you saved.
Well, it was about to crash while I was saving.
That's scary.
It's silly. It's almost silly.
Next question is who would be the Scorpion?
I don't have a scorpion yet.
I'll get back to you.
I'll have to get back to you on that once again. There's a lot of characters that I don't have, but there's also a lot of characters that I do have, and there's only so many members of IR before I gotta start dipping into other places.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay with dipping into other places. I just need to wait until I can get all the IR members. Then I also have to think about actually writing them, and like where to stick them in, and how to give people proper
Did you
character.
get really far away from
Yes,
everyone
he did just suddenly get very quiet.
I'm sorry. I just like thinking about like how to write for everybody, and it's kind of difficult. I like the amount of people that I have right now, and I think I have almost everybody in IR.
Mm.
Murder
Oh,
God
dude.
will not be Deadpool. We have a
Murder God-
Deadpool-esque character
no.
already. That and
Murder God is not Spider-Moon.
Oh shit, brace yourselves, it happened again. Murder God is also not from this universe.
Yeah.
Not from this world. She has no power here.
You can't put Murder God in a superhero universe.
And everyone would try to fight her. They think that she's a supervillain.
And she's a god, so...
Which means Thor would have to fight her. And I don't have a Thor yet. I don't have the Avengers.
That's fine. It's fine. Did you say Murder God is Thanos?
Murder God will not be Thanos. Murder God will not be in this universe.
Murder God is gonna snap her fingers and Spider-Man will be like, I don't feel very well.
I'm not feeling so hot, Mr. Connors, and then he will die. You have 10 minutes, Dingles.
Huh.
That was
Don't ever say that to me ever again.
I'm sorry.
I'm debating on if I should flatten my area. Not.
Weird question.
Hmm.
If you pull on a hangnail and it goes all the way around your body, will your skin fall off?
You read the Atom comic, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I don't think that would actually happen.
I don't like it.
But that is a gross concept that I don't want to talk about on stream because it's gross.
Oh, here's a question that isn't gross. If you were a character in the Animorph series, what animal would you be?
Okay, well, okay, first of all, in the Animorphs, you can technically morph into any animal. This also applies to humans. You can morph basically any animal. So it's not that you would have morphs that you would prefer, so that's really the right question here. Sorry, I really love Animorphs, and I could talk a lot about Animorphs. I've thought a lot about this.
I can tell.
Animorphs was probably my first fandom when I was but a wee lass in elementary school. I convinced all my friends to get into Animorphs, and we would play Animorphs on the playground. And I had like a fucking horde of first graders following my dumb second grade ass being Animorphs with me. But the covers aren't that horrifying. Y'all are babies. The descriptions in the books are way more horrifying than what the covers look like.
Genuinely.
Yes, it's the content of the books that's terrifying.
Explain.
Well, you see, JoJo, when they describe morphing, they describe the entire process, which and it all. So, say you're morphing into a lobster and suddenly those fucking tentacles that are at the front of a lobster's face, it's just gonna suddenly burst the fuck out of your face. You can hear your bones snapping and crunching while they rearrange inside you. If you turn into a bug, your bones and stuff liquefy. Oftentimes your intestines get rearranged. You know, you might just suddenly grow a second stomach should you need that.
God, no wonder you made the fucking Murder God. Jesus Christ. Oh my god!
I don't want to talk about Animorphs anymore.
Oh, I haven't even talked about the other things that happen in this book.
I don't want to talk about Animorphs anymore.
Well, you see, one time there was this other kid who they turned into animal. Because you see, he found the cool cube that could give other people morphing powers, and he was gonna sell it on eBay. And the kids went to like go get this fucking morphing cube, and anyway, the guy's parents got like infested, and basically his whole life was turned upside down. They were like, okay, and they, okay, I guess we'll recruit this kid. And then it turned out the kid was a fucking sociopath. and he spent 3 books terrorizing the Animorphs and trying to fucking kill them. So they tried to figure out how to stop him. So they're like, can we kill him? No, we can't do that. He's a fellow person. So instead, they trap him in rat morph, which after 2 hours of being stuck in a morph, you are stuck as that animal forever. And then they carry little rat David out to an abandoned island in the middle of the ocean, and they just fucking leave him.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Wow.
That is worse than killing him. All of these kids are forever traumatized, and they hear him screaming out on the island when they pass by it on boats.
Man, they really tried to make me buy that shit at the Scholastic Book Fair. Damn, they really tried to traumatize us like that.
This is kind of light compared to the other stuff that happens in the books, to be honest.
Everything. Alien.
Which alien?
Blue one, who was the main character.
Axe?
Yes.
Oh, well, a lot of things happened to Axe, but at the very end of the book series, he became like a war hero and was flying out across the galaxy, and he was caught by this fucking like eldritch horror that like fucking just assimilated him into itself. The thing was called the One, and then the other Animorphs went to try to find out what the fuck happened, and so they're confronted with this like vision of their friend Axe. Except, so Andalites don't have mouths, and this thing, like, looks like their friend, and then suddenly this big ol', like, red-rimmed mouth with thousands of sharp teeth spreads across its face while it's talking to them, and it's like, oh, that's fine.
Wow.
And then they ram their spaceship into the other spaceship, and that's how the entire series. Many people were very upset because A, it ended on a Bolivian army ending, and B, none of these kids were okay afterwards. The entire ending is basically, and then they all had PTSD for many chapters. I loved it.
Wow.
Wait, I would have PTSD too, you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, it's a story about how these 5 kids from ages 13 to 16 fought a guerrilla war against entire evil alien species, and they are brutally mauled and injured many times, and many times they nearly die, and they're all changed people afterwards.
Typical Tuesday.
It's fine. They also still had to go to school.
That's the worst part.
Well, they couldn't tell anybody that they were.
When you go to school, you read a book about going to school. This is propaganda.
You didn't expect Animorphs to have plot, you fools! No! No, Animorphs was a really good book series. Also, it had some real bullshit books, especially when the series started being written, but it ended really strongly, in my opinion, but I'm also a really mean person. I'm like, wow, that's really tragic and a really interesting, thought-provoking ending, making me consider the nature of war and the horror that it does to people.
Fucking metal!
Fucking metal!
Excellent.
Yeah. But anyway, what animal do you think would be your favorite? What animal do you think would be your battle morph? Jojo, which one would be your battle morph?
An axolotl.
I fucking love axolotls. They're so precious.
Oh, Jojo, an axolotl isn't gonna help you against.
I can crawl in. I can be some sort of use. Just kidding. Hold on, what is it called?
I feel like I could be a crocodile skink. Crocodile skinks are cute.
That is a very cute choice, but guys, I asked you about battle morphs. You gotta think things that are gonna let you fight.
Battle morph, I would be a beluga whale, so I could have a titty on my head.
Wait, what? A titty on your head?
Have you ever seen a beluga whale? Beluga whales don't have titties, but they have a big old head boob. And it's my favorite thing to look at because they're so large.
Oh, I see.
I guess
beluga
it is
whales
kind
just
of
have
a
really
head
big
boob.
foreheads.
They do.
No,
They have giant
I'm
heads.
kidding, but well, no, they do, but I would not pick a beluga whale. God, what would I be?
Be a bird of prey.
I gotta rip somebody's throat out with something. So.
Well, you see, you could be a bird of prey. All of the Animorphs do have like bird of prey morphs that they use to fly places. One of the kids is actually stuck as a red-tailed hawk permanently, and he has to live out the rest of his life as a hawk. What makes it really dark is originally he lived this miserable life where he was shuttled between an aunt and an uncle who both didn't want him, and he was constantly neglected and abused, and his life was miserable. So actually, it's heavily implied that he chose to get stuck living as a red-tailed hawk because that was preferable to his actual human life.
Oh. Oh. Ah.
I love Animorphs.
That shit
Me
hurted.
too. I'm having fun. This has been really fun.
It is also 8 o'clock. We have reached the time. So, Dingles, do you wanna work on it just a little bit more? Or are you ready for?
I'm actually almost done, so part of me is kind of like.
Alright, then we'll. If it is okay with you guys, we will be going maybe 10-15 minutes over.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be enough time for you, Dingles?
That's definitely. I'm on the lightning stage. Everything after this is like embellishment.
Okay.
I also forgot to put his eyes.
Yeah.
What
He's
would you-
blind, everybody.
Oh no.
What would you be, Kristen?
What would I be?
Yeah.
As a kid, I always said that if I were to, like, my bird morph be a golden eagle.
Ooh.
My battle morph, I always really liked the idea of being a Komodo crocodile. And although nowadays, honestly, I think in my heart I want to be a red-tailed hawk. Can't be a red-tailed hawk because Tobias is. Red-tailed hawks are just cooler. So probably that. And then I guess if I were to be a whittle morph, I'd probably be a chinchilla or something if I wanted to be something small and cute.
Okay. That's really cute.
Yeah. But you know, animal-wise, I am a hummingbird, but that would be a very poor choice for fighting against the Yerks.
Yeah.
Like it's not even very inconspicuous. Whenever it's a hummingbird, it's a hummingbird and everyone looks at it. Just wouldn't be a good idea.
I guess You know, I wouldn't mind being like an orangutan or like an ape or something as like as like a battle morph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be a good choice.
Because really, with that, it's like I have function on my hands. I am incredibly powerful because monkeys are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
In like a very scary way. Plus, if I could be an ape, we have never seen an ape at its fullest potential, which is terrifying. Yeah, I mean, they like
true.
climb and swing on stuff all the time, but if they had like a proper workout method, they would be unstoppable.
They would take over us. It would be their world.
We'd be in a Planet of the Apes situation here.
A rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Mhm.
I think I'm funny.
I
Yeah,
hate you, Jordan.
I hate me
Moon,
too.
I hate
Take a
you.
number.
I hate you. I hate you. I hated me first. If I had to be an animal, if I had to be, okay, I have two choices. I have a stoat or a rusty spotted cat. Because no, a rusty spotted cat is a really tiny but really powerful wildcat that they look like kittens when they're fully grown.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look it up. When
Oh yeah, I've
after
seen
the
those.
Yeah, and stoats can kill rabbits really easily,
God.
Mhm.
and they're so cute.
So that sounds adorable, but here's the thing. Okay, so if you're an Animorph, you're gonna be fighting against the Yurt, which means you're gonna be fighting against people with laser guns. You're gonna be fighting against these things called Pajir, which are like, okay, so they're like, dinosaurs, but they have blades on their elbows and on their knees. And And also these giant worm things called taxons that will eat you alive.
I will be a stoat.
Okay!
Stoats are so fucking fast. Like, they are so fast. You don't understand. They can outrun a rabbit. Stoats are actually kind of overpowered, honestly.
I have no idea what the heck that is.
A stoat?
Yeah.
It's like a weasel. It's like a very
Oh yeah,
small,
I've seen. Oh yeah. These are cute.
It's like a very small rabbit, but
I would send you to do recon. I would not put you into a battle.
I would go into battle anyway because
JoJo!
I would become an eagle at the same time.
I feel like you are not giving the gravity necessary to this alien invasion in our midst.
I'll turn into a whale, a blue whale, and kill all of them, fucking Kristen.
Okay, but what do you do if the fight is on land, JoJo?
I'll
A blue whale's a good
They'll be
choice.
fucking dead. They'll be dead, Kristen.
Okay,
'cause I
that means you
crushed
have to,
them in
like-
massive whale
Okay,
stomach.
that means you have to morph from like a flying. Okay, so the character did do this once, where they morphed from an osprey to a blue whale, but that's nearly impossible. That you'd have to fly very high up. That's like a. It takes about 2 minutes to morph. So you need to do a 4-minute drop there.
Oh my.
My
If you're
character's
dropping from the
OP.
skies, it takes about 13 seconds to reach
And you-
maximum velocity?
Yes.
You would not survive that.
Yeah, you would.
I would, because I'm
die.
the best.
You would have to
I would,
anamorph
'cause I'm
into
the-
a goddamn
JoJo,
rock.
I'm sorry. I have to
You guys,
fire
fuck you guys. I'm
JoJo.
the best character. I'm the main character.
I'm sorry. I have to
I'm
fire
the
you
author
from
of
the
the story.
Animorphs. You are fired from the Animorphs. I'm sorry.
You can't fire me. I'm a whale. I'll fuck you up.
God damn. Jojo, what is going on?
I hate myself so much.
Now stop saying that.
I love you.
I love you too. I was just kidding. I was just having a time.
Good.
Man, that was a time. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Like a fire just awoke in you. Oh my gosh.
I became
I didn't
feral
know
for a
you
point.
felt so. I didn't know you felt so passionate about the Yerk invasion.
Whales are beautiful, man.
They are.
Whales are beautiful.
I'm having trouble with this shading, and that's literally the last thing I have to do.
Oh,
My
I know how
normal
to do
trick
this.
isn't working. Because I
Are you
can't see the
talking about-
transform when I'm...
Are you talking about the shadow?
Yeah, I can't see the... Like, what I normally do is I take this part and I transform it. But, like, I'm lagging so bad that I can't see it.
It happens to me all the time in Clip Studio. It's not like Psy.
Yeah, Sai just kind of lets you do it.
It just kind of lets you bend it. It just lets you bend it, and this just perspectives it.
And I get that a lot of people, like, want the perspective, so, like, I get that. But
It's
I don't
iffy.
at this moment.
You could use
Yeah,
Gaussian
that's not-
blur to help blur it a little bit.
So what I'm gonna do... is that I'm gonna wait for my tablet to actually respond. File, save.
And then he's gonna die.
It's like, for all intents and purposes, pretty much done. I literally am just having issues with shadow. And at first I'm like, oh, it's not necessary. And now I'm looking at it like, no, it's kind of necessary. Stop putting it into perspective. Just let me have my dang shadow. Fine, fine. I'll just have the shadow going a different way. Well, I do care, like, a lot. Whatever. That's not where the light's coming from, but fuck it. And I'll add gradient to it.
Woo! Look at
There.
that! Dope.
Woo!
Done.
All right, everyone, throw some hand emojis in the chat. Throw some hand emojis in the chat.
Yay! Good job. It looks really cool.
It looks so good.
Another piece of work to add to the Spider Moon vault. Soon enough, the Spider Moon vault will be as big as the DMP vault. Although I doubt that, actually. I've seen the DMP vault.
No,
Well,
the
no,
Spider-Man vault's pretty big.
Actually, not like the vault, but I've seen all their chats and stuff on like Discord. Cause, goddamn, you guys got a lot of stuff in there. You have a lot of stuff. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming around. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had fun. So we're gonna say goodnight. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. 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 Bye.